DM, never to be victim to Kevin again.
Fucking Kevin. I don't know. What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to the show. You get a little behind-the-scenes Discord, open broadcast software look at as you do the very first seconds of all the shows. Well, I go here and make sure these guys' voices can be brought in for you, which now they are. Boom. I'll switch over to the programming screen as I tell one of my cats to get the fuck off the desk. Thank you. Get down. Hey, get down, buddy. Yeah. So, welcome to All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show, the show that is meant to teach and help. But I need to remind you that the opinions stated by the four of us on the show are not that of Fantasy Grounds or Smiteworks USA LLC or the Forager DMs Guild or anybody but us. Wizards of the Coast, none of that. It's just us. We're just fans of the software and here to answer questions and help you guys out. Let me get to introducing my co-hosts. Everyone is here today. Furied Fate, how are you?
Sorry.
Everyone is here today.
I'm good. My house is full of people making a lot of noise, so that's why I'm muting my mic, so you don't accidentally hear some guitar playing in the background.
Oh, excellent. A party. Fantastic.
Yeah, anytime my husband does like a barbecue or something, or there's a football game, they're like, oh, let's play with the guitar stuff, and then they get loud. I'm like, oh my God, really?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. It's happened at my house all the time, parties. Hey,
yeah, you're wild ragers.
Speaking of which, Winak, thank you for the resub. Also, Nafum, I'd like to thank for the resub. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't. Thanks to everyone else in advance for the cheer bits, the resubs, and the subscriptions to my channel. Also, thank you to my cat Spock for meowing and making a bunch of fucking noise. Robin, how are you?
I'm really good, actually. Today
yeah,
was a
because
good day.
why, Robin? Why?
Because it's my 11-year wedding anniversary.
Yay!
Today. I got a new Steam Deck.
Yay
So
for marriage! I don't believe in it.
Aw.
Yay! I believe in it for other people, but not for me.
Hey, 11 years is probably like a record for a couple that met in the army. That's toxic. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
military. Okay, I'm gonna say it. You guys ready for me to say it now? Military marriages. That's what I was trying to get out. Are not known for longevity unless one of them isn't in the military. Then it's longer.
Well,
But two of them are.
I don't know. We knew a lot of couples who one was in the army and the spouse was not. And often we know a lot of couples that did not make it as long as my husband and I have. But I mean, it's where my husband's not in the army anymore. He hasn't been for a few years. So that's probably why we're still married. Like, deployments suck. Like, I get it. I
it's
understand
hard. It's
why
hard on
divorce
people.
is very high in the army, but I'm not judging anybody. Like, I didn't mean to offend anybody or anything like that either. So my apologies. I was
Well,
just
fuck
making a
marriage, as
joke.
I say, but good for you. Good for you. I would never do it unless a woman asked me to, then I would. Mosk and Foz, I gave my love a cherry. I get it. I know what's up. Drake, how are you?
Well, I don't have a party going on, and it's not my wedding anniversary, but I'm doing good.
Yeah, I got neither of those either, as a matter of fact. I'm just happy I'm not in the hospital. Actually, if I didn't say, like I said it on some other streams, but last weekend I was in the hospital. I actually enjoyed my stay. The hospital was amazing. I was in a Spokane Valley hospital, and the doctor, amazing. Then all the nurses, amazing. The food was really good. I was quite comfortable, and I slept each night. Like, it was unbelievable. I was like, this is a hotel. I'm never leaving. They kicked me out. Yeah, I was in the hospital from last Thursday to Sunday. I was in the ER 9 hours. I did not enjoy that. But Sven, you guys know Spenster77, he came to visit me in the ER. He stayed there for about 4 hours. And then he came, he came and his wife came once the next couple days later. And they visited me. So I have a friend, you guys. I have one friend that lives
I
in town.
called you.
Robin
and we
called
chatted.
me, you guys. We chatted. Robin called me on the phone. Not Discord or anything, but the actual phone, like cell phones.
Yeah, and our
Yeah.
call got dropped like 20 times.
Right, because Robin was doing this thing where she was like, I'm on the front porch. I can't move. Click. And then it was over. So she called me back
I
six
don't know
times.
why I get horrible cell signal in my own home. It's so annoying.
Right, if there's anywhere you don't need cell signal, it's where you live. You don't need that.
Right?
So she was running out to the front porch, and then she goes, I got to go to the back corner of the yard and stand with my on one leg with a tinfoil thing in the air, and I'll call you back.
I did. I went all the way to the mailbox, and that was when we like chatted the longest.
Oh, was it? You didn't even tell me that.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
was by my mailbox like a crazy person, basically out on the street just talking to you on the phone. I live in a cul-de-sac. It's not a big deal.
I did get a text from Drake as well. Nothing from Fury. To Fury's credit, I don't even think she knew I was in the hospital till it was over.
Aw.
She did say, I hope you feel better after I got out. So you guys all love me. All right. To various different degrees. Now, here's the thing. We're going to go over the 200 critical fumble table. But before we do, Drake always likes to talk about new things that have been published, which there's been a couple. I'm going to put those links in the chat right now. I'm going to put each of these links in the chat. New stuff.
Pictures.
One of
Like
them
Austin
is called...
changed his username on Twitch.
I think he did.
Yeah, it's longer now. It's like
He's now Delilah Moskenfaz. Delilah Moskenfaz. See what I did there?
Hey
So
there,
mages,
Delilah.
The Mages of High Sorcery is a new thing published by those two Italian dudes, the Marco guys, Marco Bertini and Marco Fossetti.
What?
Yeah, those guys. And this has here, it's always easier to go to this thing here and read what it has. How the moons affect magic and those who use it, the story of the three orders of the Towers of the High Sorcery, and additional rules and story hooks for those characters who want to take the test at the Tower of High Sorcery. So a lot of lore and background and role-playing stuff. And then...
Isn't your character in Robin's game a thing of high
Yes.
sorcery or something?
Yes, he is. Yes. But I made that before this came out.
Does he look like that when he's got a bikini on? I mean...
Yes, this is my... yeah, exactly. This is what his Sultani looks like.
Oh, stock art.
So...
There's nothing wrong with it. I use it.
Well,
I
it was just
know
the way
these
you
art
said it.
pieces. They're by Dean Spencer, I believe, would be the
Yeah, Dean
artist
Spencer
here.
gets used a lot by these guys, as you will see.
I mean, his things are very well priced and very versatile.
Dean Spencer.
Dean Spencer's art.
We can look at that.
Nice.
Dean Spencer has many art things. Anyway, so 12 new NPCs, 6 new magic items, and more than 15 stock art pieces. Stock art. They're touting the stock art as if, hey, look at this.
Because everybody hates AI art.
Yeah.
Don't
So
use it.
in there,
You'll get hate
don't use it.
reviews.
I don't hate it. I just need to know if it is AI or not. That's all.
Right. Yeah.
Because then it's my choice if I buy it or not.
I do not hate AI art, but I understand why people are vehemently against it. I can't say that word.
Oh, vehemently?
Yes, that word. I understand why people are against it.
You have to take a test.
So, as I had just said in the description, is what you're seeing as we go by here. This is a This is
chart for the moon
a
cycles.
chart for the yeah, exactly. And so
She looks mad.
yeah, she's pissed all the time. Anyway, so that's that thing. The other thing that was published way more involved is the oops, I thought I clicked on
Solo
it.
stuff is hot.
Yeah, the solo stuff is hot, and this is pretty involved. This one is called the Solo Adventures Toolbox Sci-Fi Spelljammer Edition. $22.50. So
Ooh.
if you win tonight, you can pick that one up and get it free.
Spelljammer.
Right. It uses things from the Monster Manual, Volo's Guide, Mordenkainen's, and Boo's Astral Menagerie. So it's suggested that you own all those. All 4 of those are WotC modules. And it's got like a lot of stuff in it. So we'll go through that quickly.
Marmusman says 506 tables. In
Yeah,
the
because guess who did it?
Spelljammer one?
Marmusman. Yeah. Marmusman was the Mark Gaffney conversion specialist.
Let's just dox him on Twitch. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, he puts his real name on the thing. He doesn't.
I'm kidding.
So we're just going to go through this quickly.
What is that? Speed
I
Racer?
forgot to say.
Look.
So this has a fully fleshed out system of mechanics, freedom, and exploration of wild space and astral sea. A tool to generate terrain and ground-based planetary exploration. Cool. An easy-to-use tool to freeform exploration of urban settlements with the Spelljammer setting, or any setting. An oracle from TSAT-2. That's a satellite orbiting the Earth right now. A sci-fi themed keywords table. Nice. Good for DMs. A chapter that will generate unique spelljamming ships, including crew, spelljammer, captain, ship course, and more. That's amazing. That's really cool.
Awesome.
A sci-fi spelljammer themed quest generator. Nice. Gives you a starting quest and also quest source and background events that might be happening within your system. So again, you can use this for solo or just adding to your own adventure with your spelljammer people.
No, I was
all
like,
new
damn it, where was
monster.
this when I was running the Spelljammer?
Right?
All new
Dag
spelljammer. By the way,
Where
if
was
you
the
ever need
Dragonlance
anything,
one when we started Dragonlance?
if you ever
Jeez.
need anything, that you think to yourself, what if somebody did this? It'll be put out the day after you need it. It's always the day after. Cheer bits, Mosk and Foz. Thank you so much, Samson, Mosk and Foz. All
100
new
biddies.
monster encounter tables, including creature tables from Wild Space, Astral Sea, Urban Settlements, and Spelljammer, as well as for different planet types or other environs. I like the word environs. Encounter calculators adjusted for 1 or 2 players, levels 1 through 20. So there you go. It's all covered. A wealth of non-combat random encounters for Astral Sea, Wild Space, starports, planetary dungeons, deep space, hard sci-fi. That's porn. Hard sci-fi. And space stations and facilities. 50 anomalies that you may encounter while traveling through the cosmos. 50! That's
Wow.
crazy.
Anomalies.
New NPC tools like a Spelljammer flavored NPC generator. This guy's British. He's British.
It's flavored.
He's 100 quick Spelljammer NPCs and other tools such as emotional reaction table. Very useful for managing interactions between your characters and various NPCs. So,
I
as
thought
you
that
can
was for your
see,
wife, emotional reaction table. Honey,
5e
I
solo
put
game books. You guys have
fish-
all heard of him. He's put out these things for 5 years now. It's just so awesome and so amazing. And the #1 bestseller that I have of all my things that isn't made by me or the team is one of his books. So there you go. So let's take a look.
look at that art.
I know. It's good stuff. It's not stock. Wild Space Explorer. So it's all what we said and what Marmusman said. There's 506 tables. There's tables upon tables upon tables upon tables that have tables that are nested tables and nested tables and tables inside of tables and everything. And so just gonna quickly go through because the show isn't about this today, but we're showing off the new wares. And I don't know how you did this, Marmusman. It's cool, but he's got different colored tables in the module.
It's a picture.
No.
Oh, is it a picture? Is that
Oh, they're images.
that makes it easy. But so then these are in the PDF then because it looks nice. It's all red, green, blue. I like it.
But he
It looks
made
like
actual Fantasy Grounds tables out of those tables, correct?
Yes, he did.
yeah.
So
Good.
each of those
'Cause
tables are rollable and everything.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate when they just put the table in, but it's not like a rollable table. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Oh
in some
yeah,
Fantasy Grounds
yes,
modules, they put the table information there, but it's not a table.
right.
I
Like this
hate
is an
that.
actual. You roll it and you get it.
That's how I do it when I turn a PDF into a module. I just copy the table over there, and I don't make one.
Lazy.
I'm like, I just roll a d20. I don't need, and then look at it. I don't need to make the thing. It's just for me.
Fair. That's fair. Oh yeah, I take all kinds of shortcuts when I make my own shit, but
Lots of tables. Lots of tables. Every table.
It's like I'm trying to think of the name of that. Chris map maker guy made all those tables, like 1,000 tables to roll on.
Yeah,
What the
that
heck's the name of
guy,
that thing?
Chris. Oh, now I can't think of his name since you
Yeah,
said.
Tile Warehouse.
Yeah,
Game Tile
Game
Warehouse.
Tile Warehouse. Chris McDun. Chris Mc. Oh.
McDonald.
Oh, there's a
McDermott.
E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, there's a line missing.
there's a line
cell.
that just didn't get tabbed over once. Didn't get tabbed over once. So lots of information here, guys, in this module. Pretty crazy,
Very
and you
cool.
can basically just design. Here we go.
Whoa.
This is the solo one, yeah. I have always wanted to try solo.
Yeah,
Like run a solo game.
and here's every different encounter, different levels, and oh my god, it's all there for you. It's all there.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot I can't say that.
Here is you can't say anything, Robin. It's all gonna be made fun of no matter what it is.
Got it.
Got it. No more from Robin. It's over. I do the FG rollable tables, but also include the table text in the reference manual. I like seeing the tables. Yes. Yeah. Marmusman is a great.
It looks good.
He is a great.
And having all those PNG files now in the reference manual makes it look sharp.
He's a great something. Converter, I think, is what I was going to say. That's not that other people aren't good converters, but Marmusman happens to be very thorough and good. Chapter 15. This has a lot of information, you guys. It's just
2250. It's got a lot for 2250.
Game setup, prologue. Here's an example
The
of
morning after. Ooh.
Here's an example of a game like what you would be said during a game, and scene 2, it goes into a few scenes. Yep. And this, you're paying this guy for his hundreds of hours of work on this stuff. Ooh, I like that. I think we're almost to the end here. Generation of characters and ship and crew. Playthrough. Yeah, so good examples. Random encounter. Encounter in the new wild space system.
Steve Rogers?
Steve Rogers is a dude that's known for. He's like a gamer dude. I don't know.
Does he wear like a Captain America stuff?
Yeah, he is Captain America. Yeah. Yeah, it took him about a month. So there you go, everybody. Go buy that. Once again, I'll put those links in the chat. It's this one.
The Solo Adventures Toolbox.
Now we're gonna go. Let's close those. Now we're gonna go over today's subject, which is 200 critical hit and fumble tables. Most of you watching the show probably have this, but some of you might not. But it's one of the most popular items. And I have here the conditions and effects, which we went over a previous week. But the reason I have that is that sometimes the critical hit and fumble tables refers to that. So once again, as a reminder, the conditions and effects module is what you see here when you open this, and we have like 300 or so of those, and they're just different conditions or effects that you might need as you play. So if you want to watch that show, you can. But the
It's sold separately.
right, that's sold separately. 200 critical fumble tables. I will give the URL for that. And
$4. This is $4.
It's
of
$4,
fun.
and you get. This is a rare case where you buy the PDF and you get the Fantasy Grounds module, or vice versa. You get both. So you get the PDF if you want to use it on your kitchen table and whatever. This was because this was made before and since not broken out. Usually PDFs and Fantasy Grounds modules are sold separately. So you do get both if you buy $4. I need to raise that price. Come on, man. No wonder it's so popular. It's too cheap. So
I need to split them apart and sell them each for $4. That's what you should do.
well,
PDF
I get the
and
feeling if I did that, no one would buy the Fumble one. They would only just buy the critical ones. So good. So here we go. Let's look at some examples. By the way, here's how this works. If you go to your settings, right, you go to the options, you go all the way down here. You can, if you load this one, so Fantasy Grounds has a default critical hit and fumble table, which I believe only has 20 options on it. But you can set this to do just crit only. You can set it to off. You can set it to fumble and crit, or just fumbles, right? So you have those 4 options. Most people put fumble and crit. Now, you don't have to do anything other than set this. If you load my module, it overrides. I don't know how this works. It just magically worked the first day I ever did it. It overrides the Fantasy Grounds one. So if you put mine on, the Fantasy Grounds one will go away and mine will show up. So that's how that works. And don't ask me the magic behind it, but that's how it works. So you can turn it on or turn it off. Now, I will show you the internal workings. When you roll a 20 on an attack or a 1 on an attack, it will obviously trigger the action. Now, what happens first is...
manual roll.
Yeah, what happens first is it rolls a d6. So you'll see the critical hit or critical fumble, right? It rolls a d6. And if the d6 is a 1 or a 2, it'll just say, hey, it was an automatic miss on a fumble, or it was an automatic crit. If it's a 3 through 6, it will roll on the effect table. The fumble effect table has 200 fumble effects. The critical hit effect table has 200 critical hit effects. So there's 200 of each. Now, the cool thing is, you can change this. If you're a DM and you only want it to be on a 1. You just want it to be like on a 6 only. You can change this to 1 to 5 and this be 6. So now it'll only roll on a 6. If you roll a d6, you can change it to whatever you want. If you want it to be every time, you can just leave this blank, right? And you can put 1 to 6 here, and it'll do it every time, and it'll just so the point is you can adjust it to whatever you want. You can even change it to different dice. I want there to be a 10% chance. So I'm going to do 1 through 9 and here 10 through 10, right? So I want there to be a 10% chance that this rolls. I don't want it to happen too often or whatever. Yet I want criticals to be all the time. I want that to be a 90% chance. So you put this 1 here to 1, and you put this to 1, and you put this like 9 to 10, right? 2 to 10. Whatever, you guys get it. You can do whatever you want. Now, if it should roll on the nested table, the fumble effect table, which we see here, or the critical hit effect table, which we see here, and I will expand these and show these to you guys. There are many different things that you can possibly get. So, for example, Robin, pick a number between 1 and 200.
154.
Okay, so if you were to roll on the critical hit table and you got number 154, that would show stunning blow. The target is stunned for 1 round. And then if there is a parenthetical word effect, after any of these, that means that there is a effect in the conditions and effects that you can go get and use. For example, whoops. Well, stunned is just one of the regular. It's not in here. It's just right here. It's a regular thing. But anyway, yeah. So Fury, pick a number between 1 and 200.
I want to pick 127.
Okay, on the fumble table, 127 is regenerate. Your target regenerates half its level rounded up in hit points per round for 1d6 rounds. So you can go here. Yeah. You can do a regen, and you can put it in and just put it on the combat tracker. So there you go. So as you can see, there's a lot of fun ones. The critical fumble table has 5 positive effects randomly scattered throughout, and the critical hit table has 5 negative effects randomly scattered throughout. So you might in fact get a wacky, you might crit and lose, like hit yourself for the damage or some craziness. And they're just all stuff that I made up and sort of gathered from every place. People seem to like it and have fun. And that's really it. $4 is what you would pay now before I raise the price. That seems like it needs to go up. That seems like it needs to go up.
No, it's a good value.
It is
Good
a good
bang
value.
for your buck. Which people
It
like
is.
that, Rob.
Yeah. But I like, being able to eat.
Right,
So-
but maybe people won't buy it as much if it's more expensive.
Right, but the principle is you might do fewer sales, but you might make more money, because would you rather sell 10 things at $1 or 5 things at $5? Which would you rather sell?
I understand.
How
Your
long
logic.
did it take me to make the things?
Plus, there's FOMO too. People go, "Oh my god, I have to have it. It costs $150. What is it? I need it."
It took me 10 times longer to make the 5 things than I'd sell the one thing.
Yeah. Oh,
I
I
hear
know,
your
Kitty. Kitty
kitties,
says
and I want to
$5.
give them cuddles.
Kitty says $5. She says,
Oh, my
$6.
dog barking.
I want to cuddle them.
Well, come over and cuddle them then. It's only a
All right, I'm on my
20-hour
way.
drive or whatever it
And way more than 20.
is. Is it more than 20? No.
I'm sure. Yes. 100%. Let's see. I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, do it right now.
From the airport, it's not.
From the airport, it's only 20 minutes. Yeah, Bane. There you go. Bane was all over it. Okay, Annie, I'll pick you up. If you just... So Kirk comes and puts her paws on on my side or on the chair, and then when I reach to pick her up, she gets down.
Because I don't know your address, I just put Spokane, Washington. From my house to Spokane, it is 26-hour drive.
I was close. It's 20 if you go a little faster. Go 10 over.
You should try it from Jupiter, Florida, and see how far of a drive it would be.
Yeah, that's a
Alright.
long ways. That's as far as it can be and still be in the continental United States. All right,
From
Kitty.
Jupiter,
Close.
Florida to Spokane,
Did
Washington.
you want to purr to the microphone, honey?
It's loading.
Did you want to let people know you're purring?
43 hours.
Good Lord.
And there's a little warning. This route has tolls.
Yeah.
You gotta pay the
where is it,
tolls.
Florida?
And they're
Can't
mostly
even
in Florida,
Get out
too.
of the
That's-
state
They're,
without paying.
yeah, they're tolls to get out.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
we have a lot of tollways around Chicago, the Chicago area as well, so I'd also have to pay the tolls.
There's one toll in Washington. Well, there's a couple, but they're all on the Seattle side. You would never see them if you came here. You wouldn't go that far.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that right, Kitty? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How about walking Caesar? Nobody wants to do that.
How long would that? Unless you're Forrest Gump, that's going to take you months.
Oh, I wonder how long it would take me to ride my bike.
Well,
Forever.
you have to, right, but you have to consider when you do bike, you have to also consider there's like mountain ranges. So you can
that's
only
true.
ride like 5 miles in a day before you have to pull over and take a nap.
Good point. Hey, I have an electric bike though, so
Oh, there's that. Hey, get down, Kitty, get down. Yeah. So, everybody in the chat, what are your questions? Tell us what your questions are. And then, you know what we'll do?
Time.
We'll answer them. We shall answer the questions if you give them to us. Oh, what's this in the chat? There's GM and what is this? Languages and GM. What? I never saw this before. What is happening? I don't know what that is.
Damn, that's because you don't have a token target.
Bane, the answer to that is 3. Robin's question time. Please append your questions with question.
Did you see the drop down on the extensions, Rob? Did you see that yet? Did you notice it?
How many licks
No.
does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Didn't
It's
somebody
3.
do
Go
3?
to the
Yeah, it's 3.
1, 2,
The specific answer is
right.
1, a 2, a 3.
3.
3.
No. There was a study done by the University of Michigan that it takes 411 licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Wrong.
I
I
never
can
made
prove
it
it.
that long.
I can prove it.
They concluded that the median range was 144 licks to.
Okay, Robin,
get to
check
the
it out.
center of a Tootsie Pop. There was a study done on this.
Check it out. This is the definitive
Mr.
answer.
Oh, I
Turtle, how
remember
many
this
licks does it
commercial,
take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it
If you're my
without
child,
biting.
it takes
Ask
none
Mr.
because
Owl.
he just bites
Mr.
it.
Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1,
2,
3. How many licks does it take to get to the
I
Tootsie Roll
always
center of a
like
Tootsie
the
Pop?
one with the gun.
The world may never
Blow
know.
pop. Just
That
put
is not
down.
a factor of any type of being sick. That is a factor of a scratchy throat.
Aiden just actually me in chat. Love it. If you guys like nerdy shit, like really geeky nerdy things, you should check out this like online web like video service. It was formerly known as College Humor. I'm sure you've heard of College Humor, at least if you like have ever watched YouTube in the last like 20 years. Anyways, so they have their own like network that you can subscribe to called Dropout TV. It's very affordable. It's cheaper than Netflix. It's like $5.99 a month or something like that. Dropout.tv. Anyways, they have a show called Actually. It's a game show, and the contestants on the show are often like comedians or College Humor staff or voice actors or D&D streamers, lots of famous people in that realm, like the internet realm. But the show's called Actually. It's hilarious. And it's basically a game show where the host will hold up a card with facts about things in popular culture, particularly like nerd culture, like Dungeons and Dragons, for example. It'll say in Dungeons and Dragons, you can only take an opportunity attack if a creature moves 10 feet away from you. And the contestants would have to say, actually, it's 5 feet. And that's how they get points during the show. So it's a funny show. Anyways, if you like nerdy things, nerdy adjacent
Here it
things,
is right
pop
here.
culture, you should check it out. It's great. And it's everything on Dropout is worth $5.99 a month for watching. There's another great show called Make Some Noise. Love it. Game Changers is my favorite show on Dropout. Anyways, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just trying to tell you guys about a cool nerdy show that you might like. Yeah,
So if you're
that's the
40 or
spiel.
under, please go to dropout.tv because this is something I would never, except for based on your recommendation, I would have never known about, seen, or heard, or
You should.
not.
I'm telling you, if you like nerdy shit, pop culture stuff, gaming
How
things,
can I monetize this?
it's great. I love it.
How can I monetize it? They say in the chat. Dropout.tv, everybody. Probably, I'll tell you about it. Probably how I can monetize it. I'll bet you they have an affiliate or something.
Probably, I don't know
Which
though.
Robin, you
I
should be
just,
taking advantage of.
I know, right? Well, I've watched them for years now, and like
Nope, they
because
don't.
of the circles I move in, I'm really surprised that like other people don't know about them because it's great. Like, I'm trying to think of some.
Well, I'm sure they're only word of mouth, right? I don't think they do any. I've never seen them.
I mean, they do like TikTok ads now. I've seen ads on TikTok, but Yeah.
But I'm
if
not
you
on TikTok.
have you
I'm not
heard
letting
of
the Chinese
Dimension
have my
20,
information. Are you kidding
the
me?
D&D stream show called Dimension 20? Brennan Lee Mulligan is the dungeon master for that game. Their game is you can watch it on Dropout, which is great content, by the way.
Dimension 20 Adventure Party. That's the first thing that when you go to the site right here.
Yeah. So, anywho, I just really
Hey,
like
isn't
them.
that? Yeah, I know that lady. What is her name? I know her. The Garfster is resubbed. Thank you, Garfster.
I forget her name.
55 months. 55.
Siobhan Thompson Johnson, something like that. Her first name is
Something.
Siobhan.
Well, there you go, everybody. Dropout TV.
It's
Learn it.
great. And occasionally they have some, like, what I would consider, like, B-list celebrities on there. Like, if you're into nerdy things and gaming things and video games and, like, that kind of stuff, you would probably recognize some of the celebrities they have on there. They had Hank Green on there on a show once. So I'm sure some of you who like science things would know who Hank Green is.
Thanks, Robin, says Moscow Pause. Next week, you guys, we're going to talk about shops. So that'll be fun. Oh, wait. Look at I had you guys on the show for the hospital. I'm going to take that off. There's no show. Rob Hospital. No show, Rob Hospital. Did I spell hospital right? I think I did. So, yeah. What are your other questions, everybody? You're welcome.
Oh, we were going to look at the extension drop-down list that they...
Oh, yeah.
that
Is
you
that on the
missed.
splash page, you mean?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Are you kidding me?
All...
What?
Yeah. You can sort it.
Oh.
Reset all your extensions to one of those.
So
feature,
dev, feature, setting, nothing, theme, and then anything that's not that but includes everything, which is all. So it doesn't really help you unless you want dev, feature, or setting or theme.
I want to be able to click, like, turn the themes off.
Right. I want this. I want
I don't
this
wanna
to
see the
become a.
themes.
I want this drop down list to become a list of everything that's there. I want to see, so I can just go. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, at least they've added that. You know.
Yeah,
they started
they
on
had
that,
to
right?
they had to take some step. Well, that's cool. I didn't know about that. That's cool. Yep. So there you go. There's that, everybody. By the way, Robin, I did want to mention to you
Drop out TV,
that
not drop down.
earlier. You did not mean to say append. You meant to say preface.
Or prepend. We're talking
Yeah,
about.
prepend would have been good. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
That's what Bane
It's-
actually me, which made me go on the spiel about Dropout TV because of the show. But yeah, I think prepend would be the correct term.
Do you want to know something? I've never seen the word prepend in my life. That's amazing.
I mean, I have. I guess append is used more when you're talking about parts of words, like an append. Oh, you
Yeah.
know what? Maybe I don't know.
Prepend.
No, because
never
the first part
pretended
of the
to
word
be
is a
somebody before?
prefix.
You never
I don't
prepended
know.
to beat somebody?
Prepend.
Prepend. Prepend.
Prepend.
Prepend.
I don't know. They both, in my brain, mean roughly the same thing. So, append.
There's a.
I'm
I don't
thinking
know.
of,
This
like,
makes
your
me think of.
appendix.
You said prepend. This makes me think of a thing. If you nobody is as much of a Seinfeld the sitcom as I am. I've seen all those episodes 200 times. I can run the lines for you beginning to end on each of them. But there's certain, and having watched them so many times, there's certain things that it's like, oh man, I wish they didn't do that. So there's this episode where Jerry's driving with his agent and they crash into a swimming pool and they're lost on the road. And she says, and his agent's played by the mom on that 70s show. She says, "You told me not to wake you up for any little details." And he says, "Being off the road is a major detail." And I was so upset that they each said the word detail differently. It was made me upset. Say it the same. Yeah.
We do have a question in chat.
All right.
From Bane. How far are you in doing the sound pack
Jesus.
for Monsters of the Multiverse, Rob?
I'm-
You can scream in frustration or anger if you wish.
No, it's fair. I'm as far as I got during when I stayed in the fucking hospital. Leave me alone. No,
Dungeon of the Mad Mage, he means, not Monsters of the Multiverse.
yeah, well, let's take a look.
Wow, Multiverse would be MV anyways. I'm dumb. Listen, you used the wrong acronym. Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Let's take a look.
is what
Let's see how
Bane meant.
far I am. I don't think I've gotten any further than the last time he asked
Why did
me,
I
but
think it was Monsters of the... I don't know. That's where my brain went, so...
I did know what he meant because it's the same one I've been working on that he's been asking about for a month.
Monsters of the Millennial.
Multiverse?
To Bane's
Multiverse.
credit, he is the one.
Multiverse?
He is the one person standing in line who wants to buy it. So it's gonna when I publish it, it's gonna sell one copy. It'll be Bane, and that's it. So I'll load it up here and see where I'm at. See how far I've gotten. Those sound packs have sold okay. They're not gangbusters like I thought they would be. I thought they would just sell 200 copies each right away the first day. No, people don't give a shit. Robin, I gave you one. You didn't use it. All right, let's see.
Wait, what?
No, yeah, remember I gave you
What did you say?
Dragonlance. I gave you Dragonlance. You didn't use it.
Dragonlance. Sound pack.
Yeah.
Yes, because listen, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not that smart. And like fantasy
You have said
grounds
that. You have told me that.
things- Like before I played with you guys, my group was my previous group, which was a very long-term group, mind you. We were very basic and we used fantasy grounds in like the most basic of ways. Like, for example, using something like Critically Awesome Essentials was way over our heads. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really extend my fantasy grounds that much. So, of course, I don't know how to use the fucking sound packs. I literally don't know how to use them.
You don't really know how to use. So
that's that.
Chapter 2, Bane. Chapter 2. Your pre-order was that you wrote it on a piece of paper. I like it. So yeah, sorry, chapter 2.
Also,
and
that Gorvidal, I use
it's gonna be a
Manicuri's
while. I mean,
Sirenscape
it's, like,
stuff
fucking
because
crazy.
it's all set up and I don't have to do anything else. Like, it's the easiest. I don't know how to use the Smiteworks ones, if I'm being honest. And it's probably just because I've never looked into it.
Well, you don't really run stuff that's been pre-made, right? I mean, the sound packs go with like Lost Mines of Phandelver. So if you're running
Right.
Lost Mines, it pulls all that in when you're running the story, right? You're opening the
See, I
reference
didn't
manual
know
and
that.
Yeah, you
Like
just
Rob gave me the Dragonlance one, but I have loaded it into the campaign, but I haven't noticed it in
right. So
You
I'll show
gotta-
you,
in
Robin.
the
I'll show
things.
you.
you gotta open the little sound sets there on the right.
So I'll show you. Well, actually, I don't want to
Trying
do
to
it
push
in this.
the button on Rob's.
I'll do it. I do that on
Doesn't work when you try
videos.
to push the button. On
I swear,
Rob's screen.
every third YouTube video I watch, doesn't matter what it is, even if it's not a video game, I'm trying to click on the sound, I'm trying to make it go faster. Rob shouldn't let a little thing like being in the hospital get away for slaving for his fans.
Guys, I'm just
Yeah.
not that smart.
So I'll show you, Robin. It's easy. I think you are assuming it's way more than it is. Because it sort of happens automatically. So you go to your library, you open. Let's close everything.
Dragonland or whatever.
Right. So you open. You've got that open already anyway. Dragonland.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
And then you open the Sirenscape Sounds thing. Right?
I did that. Yeah.
Now, then you would go to the sound content, and you just you click on the little,
that's
right.
already too much work.
Okay, that's it. You're done. Now,
Really?
Whenever you go to any story entry or something that has sounds in it, they'll just be right here.
And do they play automatically? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no,
though.
you
If
you
I
gotta
have
hit
to
play.
physically do things. Do you know what it looks like when you're DMing in Fantasy Grounds? I don't know if you know this, but there's like a million windows and shit open
I'm not sure
from
if
the
you understand this,
DM's
but I was one of the first
side.
people to make a video about how you put your windows in. I don't know if you know that.
But like, I have to click things to do it. That's
I mean, I'm so sorry you
neat.
have to click one button.
Well, it only comes into play when you're setting up an encounter, though. I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
So if you're using the reference manual and you're setting up the encounter, okay, down arrow, you just click over there and hit the play button. Battle of High Hell. There you go.
Right, and then if there's, and it also does if you have monsters in the combat
Chat.
tracker, it also puts the monsters in the.
I
But
love the chat, you guys. I just love this community. You guys are amazing.
it does automatically do some chat triggers, though. If you
See,
do like
that's why I
that.
like Batacuries, right? Because it's just like the things play and I don't have to
Eh,
do any
Well,
work
it does
whatsoever.
that too. It does that too. The player's handbook and the DMG stuff plays. So
Gorbidal,
Oh,
my not
love
DMing
it.
has
attack,
nothing to do with my. I know what's up with
bludgeoning,
game. I know
that
what's up.
kind of sounds trigger. And if you got Manicuries and this one, like I do at the same time, sometimes you get like a second little sound that plays at the same
Mm.
time, but it just kind of adds to the ambiance. So like, oh, that Magic Missile had a little echo to it, right?
That sounds like chaos.
No, it doesn't clash at all, really.
But it's fun, and then there's it's especially got music backgrounds if you want to have a low
Okay.
level music playing throughout
I
the
will
whole.
I haven't
try
got
to
to use it.
incorporate it.
All you gotta do is turn the button on once in a while. The
Do I need, like, inside Fantasy Grounds,
sound
that
bit.
little sound window that they have for their built-in Sirenscape? Do I need to link that with my Sirenscape like I do for Metacuries extension?
Yes, but you only have to do it
Uh,
once.
uh, yeah, there's a thing up there you gotta mess with. I only had to do it once, and I don't
You only have to
remember how
do
to
it.
do
You
it.
only have to do it once ever.
Right,
Yeah.
so just like
Yeah.
Metacuries. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it's
I think I can do that.
not that hard.
Yeah, I think I
And
can do
and
that.
by the way, when the next time we play, there's 8 people present that can help you, that can walk you through it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's more of like a, because this exists in its own new window, this new Sirenscape window, and I already have, like, battle map, combat tracker, whatever story entry.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a table. Like, I just have a lot going on already that I feel like I'll forget. You know what I mean?
I
Which
know.
is
Are
why
you
I like
do you
Metacurious, because
use
it's just
reference manual, Robin?
automatic. I do, but I pop them out.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say there's a little tip. You can kind of hide this over here because you
But
don't
then
need
I
to
would
see the
never click the
whole.
button because I would never see
Yeah.
it. I'm supposed to click the button to make the sounds play, right?
Yeah, just right here. This one. Boom.
Right, yeah. See, but then that hides the chat.
Okay, you could do this. You could hide it under another window, right? So like if it's there, you could still see it. Right, like
I
that.
suppose.
I put drag stuff down to the hotbar, and then I open and close it
Yeah,
right on the
Yeah,
hotbar.
I do
Open, close,
that with
open, close, open, close.
you can do that. You can drag this musical thing down here like that, and
I don't
then
I almost call them story entries with the,
Yeah.
what do you guys call it? Reference manual. I put the reference manual entries, like, for whatever we're actively, like, whatever part of the book we're actively on. I use the hotbar buttons down for that, and like the encounters and things like that.
I use a note that's pinned to the hotbar that I turn on and off, and I
Oh,
put
that's so
everything in
smart.
the note. So at the end of the new session, I can delete what's on the note,
Oh,
add
that's
new
so
stuff,
smart.
and
I should do that.
you know who taught me that? Layroon from Fantasy Grounds
Mm.
College, like a
Fantasy
long
Grounds
time
Academy,
ago.
Fantasy Grounds
Make a
Academy,
note.
Academy.
You don't share the note. You just have it's just a note, and you turn it on and
Yeah,
off
that's so
right
smart.
there
Ooh,
in
let's
I
the
give
should
away
do
a
same
that.
spot
prize.
every time.
Gonna give away a prize, you guys.
A prize.
Sorry, we're all
You
learning
guys.
how
So
dumb Robin is. It's
FG
cool.
thing
I'm cool with that.
from DM's Guild
Really
or
sticking to the bit.
Forge. Stick to the bit.
Use a cassette player.
Right.
Ooh.
Please flip over now.
Paige says append.
No, come on.
Do it. All right.
Upend.
The
The winner.
The winner is Crash.
Crash.
I wonder if I can reopen that. I don't think I can reopen the. I can't continue a drawing. I have to just start it over. All right, let's see if we're back here. And we're back. Is the stream back, though? That's the thing.
Looks like it.
Seems to be.
We're back. Okay. So you guys, I'm gonna do that again. So everybody that entered has to re-enter. So
Sorry about
I'm
that.
gonna reset. No winners were drawn. Are you sure you want to reset? Yes. Okay, start. So once again, everybody type in exclamation append.
This one crashed.
We couldn't get the word to change to like crash.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what crashed it. Bane typed in prepend. That's what crashed it. So Caesar's in, Nofum's in, Winak, Critfest, Arhammer, Simbarchi, Gorbadal, Lady Elko, Samson, Moskin Foz. That name's way too long. All right. We haven't crashed yet.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Nobody else is entering. I think this is going to be these 9 people.
That's a good chance of winning. 1 in 9?
That's an 11% chance of winning. 11.1111 forever. I do math. Kitty, what am I going to say? Am I going to say get
viewers
down?
have entered.
Am I going to say get down? Okay, we go. Here we go. Draw winner. Zayshawn not following the channel. What? What kind of bullshit? That can't be right. Congrats to Zayshawn. You know what to do, Zayshawn. You've had shit before.
Wow.
Supposed to do this right here.
Yay.
I'm gonna give you the links. I'm gonna give everybody the links actually. So here's the Forge link. Here is the DM's Guild link. By the way, everyone should click on these and bookmark them because they have affiliate links. Get down, kitty. Get down. Choose your prize from the DM's Guild or the Forge. Send Rob, that's me, a PM. That stands for personal message.
A PM.
In Discord with the link. In case you don't have Discord, that's right here like that. Include your email for a DM's Guild product, or remember that's or with a yellow bigger font like or, not and, but or, meaning one or the other, not both. Your FG forum name if it's a Forge product. So a lot of people send me both, and then I get confused, and it's a lot of fucking time on my part. And I'm giving away free shit. What's up, Messy? Yeah, Messy, if they want to send me a PM that is your version, I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. Male or female, doesn't matter. I'm old and I'm lonely, so it doesn't matter.
Rob would like the dick pics.
I'll take the
all
dick pics.
the dick pics.
By the way, speaking of dick pics, I started to watch this show on called Naked and Afraid. You guys know this show? Not Naked and Afraid. It's called Full Frontal. Something. Anyway, it's a dating show where what they do is the contestant gets up there, then they show you 6 bottoms of people naked and front and back, and then if it's women, they show the chest. And then you get okay, and then you got to go. I'm out. Like you got to throw a person away, and then they turn them around, and you look at their asses, and then you got to throw a person away. So I'm looking at all these penises and everything, and I thought I'm overweight, and I have like a liver scar. I need to go on the show just so people go, yeah, no, keep him. We want him till the end, because I'm not an attractive human being, and I think it would be funny for me to go on the show.
Oh my god.
You'd be like the first one out, right? Like, get out.
Well, that's my point. You would think that they would not, like since I'm overweight and I have a
like
liver
a train
scar,
wreck,
and my body is just a train wreck. That people would go, well, I can't throw him out. Everyone's feelings will be hurt. Like he can't. So then they have to keep me till the end. Then I get a date with the gal. Why am I using the term gal from 1940? I don't know. I don't
I'm not sure you could get up on the stage though. You'd be all winded and shit. Like,
that's true. Don't make fun of me. All right, join us on Saturdays for Robin's show only because Drake just got a show canceled for making fun of me right there. Did you guys witness it? And or Drake's show against the Giants. Sunday is this show, you guys. That's what we do here. We give away prizes, and then Wednesday we play either Baldur's Gate or we play Solasta. You have to check the schedule, you guys. It's on Discord. Fridays, we do have a show, but it's on hiatus until the 20th. Comes back the 20th. That's what's going on
Speaking
here.
of shows, how are those going to work when you're in Denver?
So we will probably record them, but not broadcast them. In times previous, we had broadcasted them, and it was a fucking pain in the ass. So probably what I'll do is record them, and then we'll put them on YouTube later and let everybody know.
Including like the campaign games?
Well, so depending on who's there and who's not there, and if we have to like get people in, we might skip those or whatever. Those will be on the fly decisions.
I see. I ask
so
because the Dragonlance game is going to occur while we're in Denver.
Yes.
Oh, I kind of imagined that those were canceled, but
yeah,
there
they
will also
probably
be
will
people in Denver that aren't in those games.
Right. So we probably will just postpone those games in lieu of what we're doing.
Yeah, that's
people that are actually present.
like McClancy and Gwydion and
I mean, right.
You know.
They'll skinny dip in the hot
sure
tub.
How
while we play those
wonderful
games.
our internet connection's going to be and all that.
Well, actually, that'll be good. And usually, McClancy hasn't come every time, but the times he does come, he shows up with like 18 HDMI cables and 3 router terminals, and he's got all this shit in his suitcase.
Sounds like something Messi would do.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I brought a Switch.
Right.
Who's driving there?
I brought a booster.
You guys are driving. Who else
A
is
USB
driving?
hub and
I had to get the address from Gwydion because I have to arrange to have oxygen for me on the other end. Even though I'm hoping by the next 2 weeks I don't need it anymore, but I can't take the chance that I don't. Right, so I got.
I mean, I'll go in on a bottle with you. Just saying.
It's not a bottle. It's not a bottle.
I'm also going to need the address because I'm literally driving there.
Right. We get you I got the address.
Okay.
Yeah, man, Carrie's got to drive there too in the rental car from Denver. So.
Yeah, Sven and I are riding.
I saw the road to get up to the cabin. It's like a windy back and forth.
Yeah, and then it's going to be. There will more than likely be snow. I don't think there's snow yet. But it is
yesterday up there.
Oh, was it 9,100 feet? Where's the? Do we have the?
There's a camera. Go to Winter Park. There's a camera.
Well,
yay! I love snow.
Yeah, you live in Chicago. You don't know.
I
about
fucking hate snow. In case that's not obvious.
There.
Oh well, it's dark out. You can't see it.
Oh,
does that look like there's snow there?
Oh, it looks like there's snow on the ground. Yeah, it does.
Why don't they have? You'd think they'd have a light. Come on, guys. Fuck, put a light. So we can't tell till tomorrow. But, this is the place we're going, everybody. This is right here. This is where we're going. We're gonna stay in this place right here.
Yeah, Bane. I don't make snowmen.
This is where we're gonna be.
That's not an activity I would partake in.
From the 26th to the 29th.
I'll do it with my kids because I'm a
Well,
good
the
parent. But
the afternoon of the 26th till the morning of the 9th, so it's really only 3 days.
I don't
That's my
enjoy
room.
it. I don't,
And
Bane.
It's mine.
that's Drake's room. This is everyone else's room. I don't know. Oh, there's an exercise bicycle. Oh, there's a pool table. Robin, that's where you sleep.
The living room.
No, on the pool
You
table.
get the whole couch.
Oh.
You get that
In the
whole
hot tub.
couch.
You and Scott
guys.
sleep in the hot tub. Outside. It's cozy. Anyways, everybody, that's where we're
No.
going.
I'll die of hypothermia.
You guys, you want to see Gwydian's? This is Gwydian's. He won't mind me
All
showing
right,
this.
at night.
This is
See how
Gwydian's house, you guys. This is his.
will work.
He's decorated for Halloween. Check this out. He goes all out. He doesn't fuck around.
Oh yeah, this is so cool. I want to do this.
His
in my house.
his goal is he takes an over under on how many 7-year-olds he can make cry by the end of the night. Because they come up to wait till you see the last one on his porch. First of all, the neighbors ruined it all because they got their lights on over there. Turn that shit off. Plus, I don't know why Gwydion has his garage lights on. This is a this is an innocent little kid. Oh shit.
Is she gonna vomit?
No, he does have Reagan from the Exorcist though. Here she is. No, this isn't her either.
Those are so creepy.
Yeah, this is the Reagan. And he's got this thing up there. Look at this shit.
You said this is Gwydian's, right?
This is Gwydion's house, yeah. He's got two like teenage
that's
preteen
creepy.
daughters. So for the last 10 years, he's been, Halloween crazy with his kids.
I know. I want to do something like this. in my house.
And then one day, one of his oldest daughter's gonna be like, "Yeah, Dad, I don't care." And he's gonna be like, "I spent hundreds of dollars."
Just do it anyways.
Yeah.
Whatever brings you joy, like Maria Kondo said.
I was kind of upset. The neighbors in my neighborhood, there's like 4 houses that put their Halloween decorations up on September 20th.
Oh
So
my
this
god.
This is The Exorcist. Now watch this.
On an excellent day for an exorcism. It would bring us together.
If you guys can't make that out, she says your mother sucks cocks in hell. I think that's what she says.
No.
And then I told him you got to get some pea soup and rig it up behind the shoot out of it.
Right. They get a little super soaker or something. You can
Yeah,
do for kids.
because if you've seen the movie from 1973, which if you haven't, 50 years you've had time. She projectile vomits during one scene. So then you get up to his porch, right? You get up to his porch, and then you go, "Oh, there's a bowl of suckers. Take one." You already know what's gonna happen. Like, that's the thing is, only a kid under 6 wouldn't realize they're about to be fucked. Anyway, that's his whole setup getting to his door at his house.
Creepy.
Nice. Fun stuff. Halloween.
Love it.
Meanwhile, if you come to my house, all the lights will be off and there will be no answer at the door. So that's what you get.
Yeah,
Or just like a candy bowl outside.
they don't
No.
let the kids loose in my neighborhood either.
That can't happen, Robin, because if I buy candy to give to people or to put a bowl out on the porch, that all goes away by the time this trick or treat comes around. It's eaten by me. It's gone. I'm a fat guy, and I eat sugar.
Yeah. We just stick a bowl on our patio because we take our kids out trick or treating still,
Yeah.
and we have a door camera so we can see what little fucking jerks in the neighborhood take the whole bowl.
And then you can't do anything about it. Right. So
Because they're in disguise and you can't tell.
Yeah, it's not really that bad around here.
I remember the nutritionist one time asked me, "What is your favorite food?" And I thought about it for a second, and I answered, salt, sugar, pizza. And she goes, "Okay, I get it. I know exactly what you're saying." Shoot them with a paintball gun. Yeah, Celestian. Halloween, #lawsuit.
My son has airsoft guns,
My
I
paintball
have
gun
a-
broke.
several of them.
I have
gotta get it
a
rebuilt.
BB gun that is in the form of an M16. You could say AR-15, but it is an automatic. but it's a BB gun. But so if someone broke into my house and saw it just sitting there, they'd be like, "What? You have a fucking M16?
I have an AR-15 in the form of an AR-15. Just saying.
You have an AR-15 in the form of an AR-15? That's funny."
Yes, yeah. It
Prime
looks
sub
just like
available,
an
October 15th.
AR-15.
That is the most Florida man shit I've ever heard.
And mine has a laser sight on it too. So that's kind of fun.
It looks just like mine then.
Right, but I don't kill people.
I shoot paper targets with mine.
Yeah, and so when someone comes to your door, do you go, "Hold on a second," and you hang a paper target around their neck and then shoot that? That's
No, if I have a Colt 45 for the front door.
Oh, I do have a
Sounds
I
like
do
someone's
have
word.
a Springfield XD 45.
I'm sorry, it's not a Colt. It's a Springfield.
Yeah, I have a Springfield XD, short snub 45.
Mine's a mil spec.
The problem is, it's in its case. It's got that little orange thing in it, right, where you put it in there so you don't load it. But the ammunition, I don't know where that is. So if a criminal broke into my house, I'd be like, "Hey, have a seat. Can I get you like a soda or anything?" I'm gonna wait for. I have to find this ammunition.
Oh, my magazine is in the holster, but not loaded in the pistol.
Yeah, Celestian.
You guys
I was
know
gonna
what I
get-
have? I have a dog and
You
a
have a dog.
husband.
and a husband. That's sexist, Robin. Why aren't you taking out the criminals? You were in the military.
Because I'm fat and old now.
Wait a minute. Who's older?
You said
Messi is 4 months older than me.
Yeah.
Don't
So that-
don't feed into his ego. He thinks because he's born a different year than me that he's significantly older than me, but he's only 4 months older than me.
It's a way harder
Whereas-
thing to do is to have weapons in a house with kids. It's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, my oldest son is really into airsoft. Like, there's this airsoft place around us where he can go and they like split into teams and play army basically. And so he has several like airsoft guns. I don't know what kinds. I'm not a gun person. I was in the army. I know what an M4 is. I know what an M16
I'm far
is.
wiser than she is. Messi, obviously not, or you would not have typed that in the chat. Have a good night. So, Robin, I had the opposite where I had a girlfriend who was 9.5 years younger than me, and she would and for part of the year the number was 10, right? And she would always go, "I'm 10 years younger, 10 years younger," and I go 9.5. I had to make a distinction.
Yeah.
It's not 10. It's not, because that makes me a creep. 9.5 though, that's fine.
Yeah, we also have like a very old like hunting rifle. I don't know what kind of rifle it is, so my apologies. We have a very old hunting rifle that used to belong to my husband's grandfather, so that's how old it is. But it's literally in a box in our garage. Like we don't
22.
have ammunition for it. It's a 22 from 1905. There you go.
1905.
So we don't have ammunition for it. I don't even think it
one
works.
Shot 22. You put
Yeah.
one in, and you go.
It's ancient, yeah. So it's
When
just
you guys
in
were in
our
the military,
garage
did you
somewhere.
carry did you carry like 1911s or anything?
No,
I did.
I wanted
did.
an M4 very, very badly, but instead, well, I won't get into that, but no, I did not get a handgun.
There was an incident. We can't talk about
No.
your Daisy 840. That's funny. Yeah, I carried
I
a
had
1911 all the
I had
time.
a-
When I was in Korea, I was the unit armor, so I wore it all the time. People were like, "Why do you have a firearm on your hip?" And I'm like, "I'm the armor." And they go, "Yeah, but do you need to carry that around?" And I go, "Need to? I don't know. Don't make me mad."
I had to-
you know?
I had to carry one when I was
All right,
carrying
M9. That's what I was
Comsec
thinking of.
equipment. Like,
M4.
Yeah,
You
an
have the
M4.
Earth.
An M4 Robin's one
I
of
had to
those old
carry it.
fire
Yeah,
one
I
bullet
know.
rifles.
My mistake.
We gave those to there were Korean security guards. They were actual Koreans, not members of the military. They were private security that did the security at night. And part of my job was I would go down there at like 8 p.m. and issue them their weapons, and we gave them M4s. But because I guess if there was an incident, we only wanted them to fire one bullet and then have to reload and cock the thing. I don't know why we didn't give them M16s.
I always get really bitter when I think about like the weapons with my company in particular was assigned when I was in the army. And I'll explain it to you this way. In my unit, my company, there were exactly 3 female soldiers, me and 2 others. Everyone else in my entire company was male. And our commander was kind of sexist. And instead of allowing us to have the M9s, that's what I meant, us ladies, we were all assigned 249s. So I had an M16 and a 249, and when we would go on our like 12-mile ruck marches, I had to have both. And he said it builds character to make all of us tiny little ladies carry the big gun.
Oh, you're carrying a 15-pound machine gun. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I got to go to the 249 range and the M16 range, so I was qualled on both. No one else in our unit had 249s. It was just me and the other 2 girls. We had the 249s.
You lucky they weren't 260s because those way more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Here's the thing. That is sexist. That would not fly today.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It's like, how long ago did I get out? I got out in 2012, so it was like a little over 10 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. But yeah, I mean, it was like one of those things where like it's the parts that you don't say out loud, you know what I mean? But like we were all assigned these 249s, and it was his words to us while we were getting our weapons and then being told we were going to the 249 range was, it builds character. You can do
wait a
this,
minute.
soldier.
Me too started in 06, so that was already going when you were in the military. That doesn't seem. That's
yeah,
like 13
I heard about that
years
a long
ago.
time ago.
Wait, I can't do math.
I didn't
17 years
join
ago?
the army until 2009 is when I enlisted.
Wow. So he should have been in trouble for building your character.
It's fine. We just sucked it up. We were good soldiers, you know, but like it really sucks carrying 249. When I was in the army, I was like 130 pounds soaking wet. Like and I'm 5'6". Like I was pretty slim, you know, and obviously when you're in the army, you run a lot, you do a lot of PT, you know, whatever. So I was in good shape. Like it's fine. It just sucked that like there were like dudes in my unit that were like built like linebackers, like, you know what I mean? Why couldn't they get the 249?
Because they don't need character building. You do. That's why. Oh, the other answer is your CO was a dick.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. It's fun though. I actually really like the 249 range because like with an M16, you know, you have to hit like so many targets out of 40 or whatever. I can't remember the numbers this day, but with the 249, you did not have to be anywhere near as accurate as you had to be with the M16.
Right.
So you could literally
hit something no matter
close
what.
your eyes and shoot this thing and still hit the target. It was great. It was so much fun.
So
It's like qualifying with the grease gun. You just had to point and shoot it. That's it. You didn't have to hit anything. The old 45 grease gun.
Oh yeah, Messy's telling the story. It wasn't my commander actually. It was my line sergeant, I think, made me change a Humvee tire all by myself because I had an attitude about something. I talked back like once, which I'm not that kind of person. I don't normally do that, but I was like really irritated about something. I can't remember what it is to this day, but it was so unimportant and so little. It didn't fucking matter. And my line sergeant
tire ain't no joke.
well, my line sergeant was very unhappy. So, you know, he made me do the usual, like I had to do a bunch of push-ups. I had to run laps. And then after that, he was like, change this Humvee tire. And then some of the other guys in the cable. So I was in a commo unit, like a communications unit. So we had like cable guys. We had people who did my job, which is like network. Did network engineering. Anyway, so the cable guys, they're like big beefy motherfuckers, you know, because they haul around cable all the time. Anyways, they were like, oh, we'll help her, you know, change the tires because they weigh a lot. And my line sergeant was like, no, she can do it by herself. So yeah, I had to change a Humvee tire by myself, which really fucking sucked.
Yeah, I don't like it. So the army sucked. I hated it. I hated every minute of it. I served my country, and I don't like it. Thank you. What happened? I sneezed and everybody went away? What happened? Everybody still here? Okay. If Fury's muted.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I did not like the Army. I didn't like it before I was in it. I didn't like it while I was in it, and I didn't like it when I was out. I don't like
I
it.
was definitely glad to get out.
I did.
Oh yeah.
6
I like
years.
some things about being in the Army that I miss, but I don't miss most of it. I miss PT because I was in great shape. That's about all I miss.
I did play D&D while I was in the Army. I did enjoy that, but that was my free time.
There
I
was
played
always
World of Warcraft with a bunch of people in my platoon. Like we
There was a-
raided together in World of Warcraft.
there's
That
always
wasn't
the
even-
chow hall, right? You always had the chow hall
Hmm
when you needed to eat.
Yo, I
was-
love food at the DFAC. The carrot cake, so good. DFAC carrot cake is literally unbeatable. Delicious. Loved
I
it.
was in the Army before the internet, you guys.
You know what sucks is when you're in
Yeah.
the field and they bring out the trucks with hot A's. That food sucked.
Hot A's?
That's what we called them. I don't know what, like, it's the bins where they steam your food. Like the
Oh.
eggs are fucking
I'll tell you
like
what.
powder eggs. Yeah, it's
I'll tell you
fucking
what I actually
nasty.
did like is I liked me some MREs. Some of those were really
I
good.
loved MREs. Chili
I was
Mac
a-
MRE, the bomb.
Oh my god,
I was
Chili
in a-
Mac.
Combat unit, and we did 8 months in the field, so I ate a lot of MREs.
Yeah, we went out to the field all the in fact, I think our signal unit went to the field more than some of the infantry units did.
It was
Infantry,
bivouac.
They usually
Bivouac.
got PlayStation days. They sit in the barracks and they just play PlayStation. Commo guys
So
are out
I've
scrubbing
told the
their
story about
trucks and
the dehydrated strawberries. I've told you guys that story, right?
the fruit.
It
The fruit
sounds
cocktail.
familiar.
So one of the first MREs I had dehydrated strawberries in it. So I was not instructed. I was 18 years old. I had never seen a meal ready to eat. I didn't know what sea rations were like. I didn't know. So I opened this thing and there's dehydrated strawberries and I licked it and I was like, oh, this thing's really good. So I chowed it all down and I ate the whole thing dry. Then I drank my canteen. So I was in the infirmary for like a day and a half because that shit just blew up in my stomach and they didn't tell me not to do that. And they're like, what kind of idiot are you? And I'm like, I've never seen this dried food before. Fuck. So yeah, but I got out of a day's training. Thank you. I would have rather done the training. It was not friendly to have that blow up in your stomach. But yeah, Chili Mac and some of those other hot dishes were really good. And we didn't have, I don't believe when I was in it, they had like, now they have the thing where you pull the string and it heats it up for you. We had to heat that shit up or eat it cold, but it was still good cold.
I would put that shit on my Humvee motor and like
Yeah,
warm shit
yeah.
up. Like
Well, and it's funny because I only really got to eat MREs while when there was a situation to do so. Like we didn't eat them recreationally. We only ate them when we were out or, whatever. Mainly in basic training and stuff.
I got 2 cases thrown in the back of my truck, and then when I ran out, I had to go get more. Let's put it that way. Cases.
Yeah, cases.
MREs are so great. My
And
kids
they're-
really
you
like
can
them too.
you can buy them privately now too, and they're fucking expensive.
Mhm.
I sat in
Yeah.
one spot
I
long
think you
enough
can get
to
them
stack
on
up
Amazon.
Yeah, but
18 bottles of Tabasco on my Humvee dash, like in the window. 18 little bottles I had up there one morning.
Damn.
Like, I need to move. I need to go somewhere. Retrans. You don't go to very many places sometimes.
So this is get the fuck out of here. Is this just one? Entrees only.
Those are awesome.
So
Oh,
12,
the entrees.
12 chicken
This is
beef
Amazon
ones.
shit. You can get MREs on Amazon.
Yeah, you
That's
can get
crazy.
3.
Beef patty? Oh,
They're
that was the
three
worst.
3 and change a
Pork
piece.
patty was the worst.
Chili Mac was the best.
Chili Mac was the best.
Oh, I didn't have no chili mac.
Oh my god,
And
it's the best MRE.
People sell MREs that are not military ones. Those are garbage.
Those are the
It's
real ones
fucking-
right there.
Here you go, right here. Like, watch how
Those
much
are
this
real
is.
MREs,
This is a
yeah.
fucking $120 for a case. Well, that's actually not that bad.
Just chili is the best? No, I disagree. Chili mac
because
was the best.
they only keep
Rubando
for
and Frozen.
see, inspection test date 2014. They're only good for 7 years. So 2021, it's over. Why would you buy this? I mean, you can go past the expiration date, but they're just not meant to be as fresh or whatever. But yeah, normally this would be like $1,000 this case, but since it's expired,
I did not like the vegetarian ones. Messi said he liked
They had
the
vegetarian
ones.
ones.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they
did.
did,
There was like a
but-
vegetarian, like, fuck, what was it? Like a pasta of some kind.
I had sea rat.
So
Log
here is the 2021's the latest. So chili with beans, shredded beef, chicken egg noodle spaghetti, chicken chunks, beef taco filling, beef strips, meatballs, beef stew, chili mac. That's the best one, chili mac.
What's the list of the original ones? That's the one.
Oh, do they have
like the OG?
I wonder if I wonder if it goes back to
12
when
in
I
a
was.
In the
box. I think it was
90s?
only 12. Yeah.
Here's,
the
here's
80s?
okay. Here's the ones that I had. Pork patty, that fucking sucked.
Yeah. Oh, that's them right there.
Ham and cheese loaf.
Oh, that was horrible.
Horrible. Beef patty, not good. Beef slices
better than
and
the
burgers,
pork
so that was
patty.
okay. Beef stew was okay. Frankfurters
The
and
beef
beans was
stew's
okay. Turkey dice with gravy,
Oh, that was good.
Beef
the turkey
dice,
was good.
Chicken a la king was okay. Meatballs and ham
The
slices.
ham slice was the best. The
Ham
ham slice
slices,
was the
beef
best.
ground with spice sauce, that was good, and chicken loaf. No, these we didn't even have chili mac, Robin.
Number
Somehow
11,
they did
please.
though. Somehow they
We
maybe that was the cafeteria that I was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they
So
would
we
always
only had
make like.
12 in a box, and you got one of those. It's
But
oh,
I
Yep.
came in. I
They still
came
come
in
like that, I think.
to the Army only a couple years after they started with MREs. Before 1981, it was C rations. It was cans of the fucking World War II shit.
Yeah, that's what my dad would always talk about, sea rations. He was
Also, I
stationed
came in
Germany.
when BDUs went to camouflage because there were still several people that wore, like they phased them out, but people could still, for years, could still wear their solid olive drab. You remember the old,
Yep.
yeah,
yep,
like
yep.
you see
I
in
had-
the movies sometimes.
We
I
had
had a-
ACUs.
We had the olive drab for ROTC we wore.
Yeah, they
And
did.
then
Like when
when
I was in the
I-
Army, they didn't even have desert BDUs. Like there was no desert camo ones. There was just the green, brown, black ones. You know.
Yeah, when I was in, we had ACUs, but when I got out, my husband was still in. They phased out the ACUs for, I think, what is still the current uniform. So my husband actually switched over to the new uniform. I don't remember what they're called, but he would probably remember.
Tuna in a pouch. That was a nickname.
We
I had
got
for my
issued
girlfriend.
the desert warfare stuff when we went to Gulf War.
Pepperoni pizza slice. Get the fuck out of here.
Brand
These
new
guys
Oh,
boots.
have
you
a
don't
name
remember what
now.
they're called? The more brown ones. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. They had a different name when they phased out the ACUs. Fuck. I'm gonna Google it.
So anyway, you guys can join the Army and get these meals if you want.
OCP. That's the new uniform. The OCPs.
Because they got a 6 to 8 week training program. What, a real tough one. Here's what you do, you guys. Join the Army, go to basic training, get some MREs, get in shape, and then just quit. It's easy enough to quit.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go, everybody. The MREs, meals ready to eat, as opposed to the earlier known as C rations. And C rations, not SEA, but just the letter C, C ration, which stands for canned wet foods. They look like
Dog
this.
food?
It's just dog
We
food. Ooh, vanilla
we found
caramels.
a few. We found a few of those and opened them up and we're testing them and stuff. Some of it was still good, like the crackers weren't even stale.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because they're
Came in a
vacuum
can.
sealed. But you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, and the
You eat
preservatives
something out of that
in
can, you
them.
better be prepared to get food poisoning. Fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, we were just like testing things. It's not like
Yeah.
we ate a whole like, ooh, look at these baked beans. Let's have a bite. No, we were just
That's
sniffing it.
that's gross. Hey Siri.
But
no.
we also did K rations.
Oh yeah,
What are
K
those?
rations. Alexa, notification.
What are K rations?
K rations are like big canned
Dog food?
that they
Or
would
dog
heat
food?
up.
Mm.
Whoa! Alexa, stop. That's kind of cool. Alexa's telling me my printer's low on toner. I didn't even know she could do that. That's awesome.
Mm.
Wow.
I have
Yeah,
mini
it's
toner
to get you to
replacements.
spend more money.
No, I have mini replacements. Mini, like 6.
But I mean, Alexa reminds you
Oh,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
Amazon can make more money.
What does K stand for in the K rations?
I don't know.
The version that came after A. You know how Army does A.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sounds
B
about right.
and then
No,
C and
because C
D.
ration stands for canned. K ration stands for
Yeah, I was
Korean.
Army
Korean
acronyms
War.
usually
Korean
mean
Korean War.
things.
K for Korean.
Oh,
Korean War. Yep. So there was C rations were World War II and all that, and K rations were, what? Yeah. Here's an interesting question. What type of rations? Vietnam. C rations. Yeah, interesting.
C
There you go.
rations. Yeah.
C rations.
What was the big ones that came in the big cans that you got?
Well, those
Like
were
at the
just
chow
like those
hall?
were for the chow hall. Yeah, those were
Yeah.
CH rations. Chow hall.
I don't know.
You guys didn't
Yeah,
call it
probably.
the DFAC? Chow
The-
hall?
The
Dining
DFAC?
facility?
Oh no, never heard of that.
No,
No.
it was chow hall.
We said we said
mess
actually
hall.
So
we
weird.
said dining hall is what we said.
We call it the DFAC.
Oh,
DFAC sounds like
What
some
was it called?
fucking open wound in my leg. You got a DFAC?
DFAC,
Yeah, cover
right?
that up.
It's like you're getting
That's
freaking
what it was
airlifted there.
called.
DFAC,
Dining facility. Yeah, that's what they were. I don't know. That's what they were called the whole time I was in.
We always just said chow or
Chow
mess
halls
hall.
or galleys. The galley, that's on a ship.
Chow formation. Yeah, I don't miss
DFAC
being
sounds
in the
like
Army.
so Air Forcey.
I guess.
It's
Oh,
dining
maybe
hall.
that's what it is. So when I was in, I was stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord, like Fort Lewis, right? But it was also an Air Force base, because McChord, they shared. I don't know. We had Air Force on half of our base, and Army on the other half.
Yeah. It says here, military dining facility, also known as DFAC, is an official term of the. It's an official term now of the United States Army and Air Force. Other branches of the military, such as Marines and Navy, call it chow hall or galley. We called it dining facility.
Yeah, DFAC.
Well, but we didn't. DFAC was nobody was smart enough in the '80s to come up with the nickname.
I see.
Can't we just shorten that to DFAC?
You know the
and
Army,
save some
though.
time?
Yeah, they make acronyms out of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they used to tell us if you weren't standing close enough to the guy in front of you in line, they would tell you, tighten up that line, make your buddy smile.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Oh,
was
yeah, we
a
heard that all the
fucking
time.
gay ass fucking joke
Mm-hmm.
that they totally got away with in those days.
Dude,
I
they
mean,
could
they still
fit
said
so
that
many
kind of stuff
people
when
in
I
a
was
small
in.
space, though. 300 people going through this chow hall in an hour.
I barely
line,
was
and
in
you could all
the.
squeeze everybody in.
Yeah,
They had
you get like
just
5 minutes to eat.
Yeah.
Just within a couple years of my going in, they had just stopped. They had just implemented the rule that the drill instructors could not touch the recruits. So they couldn't hit you or kick you or do any of that stuff. But they would fucking do everything right up to that. Especially they would do the, in your face, bumping your chest and nose to nose. Like the tip of their nose would hit your nose and
They
screaming
hit you with
at
the
you
brim
and
of their
everything. Yeah,
hat
fucking
all the
crazy.
time. Like,
Oh yeah,
pop,
the brim of
right
their
in your nose.
I'll take my hat off, Winger.
You understand me? I'm gonna.
Gutless.
You understand me?
Punk. I saw
so funny they get
I
so-
saw
I'm
the
in the
movie
Army.
Stripes when I was in basic training for the first time, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Like, I still inhale my food like I'm in the Army. I don't know how to eat slowly at all.
You gotta savor it, Robin.
I don't know how to.
I'll teach you.
Like
Belly
every time I'm at
button
the
to
dinner
asshole.
table or we go out to dinner, I'm always the first person done it. Even my husband was in the army longer than me, and he knows how to slow down and enjoy his food, but I don't. I do not. I don't understand. I
Okay,
eat quickly.
Zayshawn, I'll take care of that. I'll take care of you, buddy. Back to the truck. He won the prize. I'm gonna give him his prize after the show.
I also don't take long showers either. Like all of that stuff has been broken from me. I take very quick showers. I
I
eat
can give you
quickly.
one tip, Robin.
We ain't got no
I
time for
shit
that shit.
In the
quickly.
shower,
Yeah, exactly.
turn sideways and put your forehead on the wall, and just relax for 30 seconds. Just do it for 30 seconds. Count it.
I mean,
if
if
you
I'm gonna
do that-
relax, I just take a bath. But
No, you don't want to sit in your own fucking frappe of stew of dirt. That's not
like a bubble bath, you know. I don't even do it that much, but
Sure
no,
can.
shower.
Yeah.
You fucking get in, you wash your hair, you wash your body, you fucking get the fuck out. Shower, bam. You know how like it's a stereotype that women take long showers or whatever. The only time I take long showers is if like my muscles hurt and I just well I can soak in like hot ass like I'm from hell water. But no, usually I just hop in, wash my hair.
This
wash the
doesn't
body,
happen
get
to
out.
me very often.
No, Robin. You defy the stereotype. You go in, you get your business done, and then you leave. I like to
Yeah.
relax. I like to condition my hair, let that conditioner set in for like 5 to 10 minutes. I do a hair mask. I do some face stuff. I do a lot of stuff when
It
I'm in the
sounds
shower.
like so much work.
I know,
li-
Robin,
Like,
you haven't, but have you ever done that thing in the shower that you do sometimes when you're driving where you open your eyes and go, oh, fuck, how long was I asleep?
no, I've never fallen
Yeah, I know
asleep
you
in the
don't.
shower. I have
it doesn't happen
passed
often, but I've
out
had
in
it
the
happen.
shower, like fainted, but I was
See-
a
Oh,
teenager
that's
when that
scary.
happened.
I-
Yeah, it was scary as fuck. I was at my
I-
grandpa's house.
Yeah, and I live
Awkward.
alone, so I I worry about that. Like, what if I did pass out? No one would know. I mean, you guys would
Yeah.
be like, hey, the show. Well, he died on 5 days ago.
Oh,
At least it wouldn't be a big mess to clean up. You're in the shower already.
I don't like your attitude. All right, there you go, everybody. That's outside my house right now. The cones are nice and evenly lined up over there. I didn't do it. And yep. Let's go back to this one right here, like that. Here,
I
like
think
that.
a hot shower is like really, really, really high up on the list of must-haves in my life.
yeah.
Yeah. Hot shower.
Taking too many field showers.
Oh no, there's no snow here, Caesar. There won't be snow here for
Like-
a while.
I think if somebody had to tell me I had to choose between a hot shower or air conditioning, I don't know what I would decide, but
Ooh,
Like,
that's a tough one.
Snow in Spokane,
South
Caesar.
Florida.
In my whole entire life, I think it's only snowed once on Halloween. Snow does usually not rear its head until November, but then it stays till like March.
It's not uncommon to snow here for Halloween.
Oh, really?
It's usually very cold. Like,
Because aren't
yeah,
we
the
about
first
the
year we
same?
moved here, we got like 4 inches of snow on Halloween day. In fact, my children, we started, walking down the block. We literally made it like 1 block away from our house, and my kids were complaining so much that they wanted to go home on Halloween, all dressed up. I was like, "What? You guys are done trick or treating?" It was shocking to me.
we sometimes have to like go find a like jacket to wear kind of Halloween time frame once in a while.
Florida
I mean,
problems.
That's interesting,
I mean,
Robin, because I'm 5 degrees more north than you. So you
I
would
know,
think
isn't
it
that
would
crazy?
Yeah, you would think that
I
it
don't
would
know.
snow
It's
here
like
more.
the effect
Oh,
of
is
being so close
Chicago?
to the
It's
lake
so
or
Yeah,
what.
that
Yeah, I
could
don't
be.
know.
Yeah.
It could be the lake. Yeah, it could be the lake.
The
Yeah.
wind coming. It's
Lake
it's the-
effects.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
what
right,
about the
Caesar.
altitude? Wouldn't the altitude
So
also
I'm
matter?
at
I don't know if you're like
2,000.
higher up altitude.
What's
Only
the
at 5
altitude there,
degrees.
Robin?
I don't know. I've never looked up the altitude. I live in Antioch, if you want to look up
So
specifically
it
my
is
town.
700. Yeah, you're almost you're almost 780 feet.
Yeah, I mean, we're like really close to the lake.
Right,
Well,
I'm 1,200
close-ish.
feet
It's like an
higher.
hour away.
Yeah, you would definitely think it would snow more here, but whatever. I don't know. Fuck.
I think Jupiter.
Yeah, but you
like
live on the
3
dry
feet,
side of
maybe, 4.
Washington.
That's true. I do live in the desert.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at
I
Washington
don't
State.
know. Like winter here fucking sucks. Like I don't. There's no way around it. I am not a cold weather person. I'm not like I don't love the fucking snow and shit. I fucking hate it.
Oh, I
And
love
all
it.
winter long, it's shoveling the driveway, making sure my kids wear puffy coats and waterproof shoes to school, and like you know what I mean. I fucking hate it. I hate when it snows because you can't go anywhere. I just don't like it. I don't. It's my least
Well, you
favorite
can't
thing
go
about where
anywhere
we
if it's
live.
fucking 2 feet of snow. That's ridiculous. But if it's just a light,
Yeah.
if it's a light
Move
smattering,
south. I would love to move south.
You
My
know, they,
favorite place I've ever lived is Kansas City, Missouri. It snowed a little bit there, but like a few inches at most the whole
I
winter.
have to like worry about adding stuff in my car when I leave the state because it could freeze, and I'm like, I don't deal with that down here.
Spokane has the
Yeah.
4 seasons. It's
Like
very nice. It's very mild here.
Yeah.
the winter washer fluid, I have to like put stuff that keeps it from freezing because I just use water down here.
Yeah.
100,
Yeah,
a
I think
100.
the problem is I grew up in California, in Northern
Oy.
California, but in the Sacramento Valley. So like I'm just not used to cold winters. Like
Yeah.
where I lived in Sacramento, it would like rain. We would have flash floods sometimes because we live by the river. But other than that, I'm not used to like harsh winter weather. Granted, I've lived here for a few years now. I just don't like it. It's not my cup of tea, you know?
Don't have to get out in it. It's not the end of the world. But if you
Yeah,
gotta
and I
like
just stay
drive to work or
indoors.
whatever,
Yeah. I don't have
There's
yeah,
only
yeah, I
one
don't
bad.
work outside my home. I just stay home.
You know, I was born in Spokane and I was raised here and I ended up back here, so I'm probably biased. But there's only one thing I don't like about Spokane, and that is that it's pretty close to Idaho. That sucks. But Spokane has 4 seasons. 100 degrees here is rare, possible but rare, and also 20 degrees or 15 degrees is rare but possible. The
Yeah.
extremes. But we
Yeah,
usually
our
have pretty good
summers are
weather.
pretty mild.
Yeah, and so you don't have, as Robin said, there's a mountain range known as the Cascade Mountains that runs through the center of the state. So it's a little wetter on the western side. It does not rain in the west as people think it does that don't live here. That was a myth started by Seattleans in the '60s to keep people from selling their homes in California and moving north, and it still tries to keep that away. But Spokane is nice, and I like it. Thank you. I mean, I obviously 2 years ago when I bought a house, I did say to myself, now is this it? Am I settled on this whole Spokane thing? Am I gonna? Because if I buy a house, I'm not fucking moving. Oh, by the way, I got a couple calls in the last few weeks. People wanting, they call you up and they go, "Are you interested in selling your house?" And I go, "Yeah, $900,000 firm. Like I give them twice the price, right?" And they go, "Okay, we'll mark that down." And I'm like, "Oh shit, I should have said $1 million." Because it's only worth like 4.5 or whatever. I don't know, something. Anyway, Spokane, everybody, I encourage it. If you come by, I'll take you to dinner. That offer applies to anyone that can hear my voice right now. I'll take you.
Oh,
to
when
dinner.
I come, you're taking me to get a steak, and
Right, we're gonna go to
steakhouse
Clinker
is
Dagger. The
steak-
Furied
yeah,
Fate I already
yep.
told would come here to get a steak too. Galt. I live a
Galt,
while in
California.
Galt, California.
It's like
Galt.
south of Sacramento. Like between Sacramento and oh man, it's been so long since I've been there. I want to say like Stockton is pretty close to Galt if I remember correctly. It's like a farm town. There's nothing but farms
Galt.
out in Galt.
You were by the Dusty Dog Soap and Spa.
Yeah, my aunt lived out there, and for a little while we
You're gonna
lived
say
on
your
her
aunt runs a
property in a
Dusty Dog.
trailer.
Oh yeah, south of Sacramento.
She had
oh,
a
yeah.
lemon
Oh, my
orchard.
God.
Yeah.
Aye.
Loved
Stockton.
it though. I
Houston,
like California. I wish it was more affordable to live there. When my husband and I retire though, we've decided we're gonna go back to Kansas City, Missouri. It's like literally the best place we've ever lived.
Yeah,
I have
Kansas
nothing
City, I can
negative to
see.
say about
You
Kansas City other
must,
than tornadoes.
When you move to Kansas City, you must pick a different football team to root for, not the Kansas City
Yeah, I'm
Chiefs.
not a big Chiefs fan. We lived in Kansas City for 3 years while my husband was a recruiter, because he got voluntold to be a recruiter. So he was recruiting in this very affluent area of Kansas City called Overland Park.
Heard it's
In fact, it's
gotten
like
Yes.
too
one of the
recruited.
highest income areas in the United States. So it's very, very affluent area. But recruiting there was very hard because most of these kids have like trust funds and they're going to college, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had a good time and we loved where we lived. We lived in a little town outside of Kansas City called Belton, Missouri, which is very near a town called Peculiar, Missouri. Can't make this shit up. Google it. And there's this board game store in Peculiar called Peculiar Games and Hobbies. And that's where we bought 90% of the board games we owned. That's where I fell in love with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I loved Missouri when we lived there. And I want to go back so bad. The best place I've ever lived.
So I fucking hated South Carolina. I hated it. But I was also in basic training in AIT, so I wasn't too. My mood was sour anyway. White Sands Missile Range, did not like it. I was there. That's in New Mexico. Phoenix, Arizona, I lived in for 10 years. Super hot, obviously, but I actually did not mind living there because they have air conditioning, so you don't have to be hot. Los Angeles, California is, in my humble opinion, the cesspool of the universe. Fucking disgusting. Los Angeles. Hated it all. Had to go
I
there
do
because
not
I
like
thought I had to be
LA.
a stand-up comic and an actor. I wish I never went. 10 years I spent there.
I've
Didn't
never
like
been
it.
to LA.
Have
Don't
I
plan
ever
on going.
told you about my escapades in LA?
I don't know.
So
Have you?
when I was a teenager, you guys will not believe this. Are you ready? Just
We're
prepare
ready.
your butts
I'm
and
ready.
jaw
My
dropping.
ass is prepared, Robin.
When I was a teenager, I went to church and we would go to Los Angeles, the great city of Los Angeles, to preach at people on the streets and try
Yeah.
to get them to go to church.
That's
That's what I
amazing.
did as a teenager. It was great. Loved it
Wait,
so
wait,
much.
Did
where
it
were you?
work? Did you
Jehovah's
get
Witness?
anyone?
No, we were Baptists.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
what
I
does
went
it
to
say
Baptist
to you?
church.
I'm here on the map of, what does this say to you people? I'm here on the map of Los Angeles. They have identified and printed on the map Skid Row. I mean, that's fucking
funny.
sucks.
Yeah.
Wow, that's odd.
Yeah. Because it's that whole section of town. known
I've
as
been
Skid Row.
there.
I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
apartments are cheap there, by the way.
Preached
you
at
can-
people there. Like, come to church.
Come to church.
Me of all people. I don't know why.
Well,
I
Robin,
just,
I was a little Catholic boy. It's hard to believe, but I was an
Yeah.
altar boy. I was.
yeah, and
I mean-
you know, I don't. All of this to say, I don't. If you're very religious, I mean, no offense. It's just not for me.
If you're very religious, I do mean offense. So if you're religious, I mean to offend you. Religion is
I
the
don't.
biggest killer of man and is the most stupid thing to ever be organized by any group of people. And there are how many religions? I know the
I thought
answer.
malpractice was the
2,500.
biggest killer of man.
Which one is?
Malpractice.
Medical
well.
malpractice.
Yeah.
Mm. I thought it was murder. I thought that was the
Well, yeah,
number one
murder
killer of
based in religion. I mean,
humans.
wars are fought over religion. So,
Just-
hey, Kitty.
just murder in general. I mean, like, you know,
Murder is the biggest
violent
killer
crime.
of man. You know what the biggest
is
killer
the
of man
number
is,
one.
Robin? Death.
Yeah,
It's
no,
death.
but I mean to say that I think more people are murdered on average a year than any other means of death, other than maybe like dying of old age. Isn't that true? There's statistics out there for this, I'm sure.
Well,
Yeah,
that's like
probably.
saying the biggest contributor to divorce is marriage.
Fair enough.
And by the way, 54% of marriages end in divorce. So chances are, if you're not going to get a divorce, your spouse will.
Yeah,
that's
and within like the
statistics.
first 3 years or something like that too,
It's
isn't
crazy.
it? Yeah.
That's why I don't do it. I don't want some
Well, you
woman to
can
say,
do it. I've been
"I
married
love
for 11
you.
years. Today,
I love
11
you,
years.
Rob. You're the best. I never want to be with anybody else. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. I'm take half your shit tomorrow. Bye." What?
You know what it is too.
Yeah.
We got married in a courthouse. We didn't do all the, you know, big fancy wedding or anything like that. We got married in a courthouse, and it's really easy to wake up every day and be like, "I'm good. Like this is good. Let's
Yeah.
just keep it going." You know. That's
The
the
only
kind
thing-
of person you need to marry. Somebody who's easy to be married to.
The only thing I like better than a wife and children is doing anything I fucking want anytime I fucking want. That's the only thing I like better.
Oh my God, Caesar. Caesar said, I'm working on 32 years. I imagine he means being married. And then he said, I am never getting remarried when I kill my wife.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was about to say, wow,
I believe he
congratulations.
he
And then
you
that
can't,
second message came
text
in.
messages and internet chat windows and stuff. They don't have tone and you can't hear the person. But I'm imagining when he typed that he typed out, I'm working on 32 years. Like that's what I imagine he said.
Oh, nice, Corby doll. 26 years.
Wow.
I'll join you guys someday up there in the 20s, 30s.
I'm
We'll be
working
there
on
soon.
39 years of not being married, starting at age 18. I
I
figured
haven't
Hey,
that.
found
some states you
anyone
can
I
get
want
married at
half
like
their
16.
shit yet.
Okay, so 41 years.
I haven't found anybody that wants to give me half their shit. So
Well, my line is
See?
I haven't found a woman stupid enough to want to spend more than like 10 minutes with me.
But you can't think about it as like somebody taking half your shit because the point of being married is to not have that happen.
well, no, I don't. I haven't
Oh,
found anybody that I want half of their shit. Right?
I
Your
see.
shit's all worthless.
so
Yeah.
what's the deal with that couch? Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is your furniture, really? Nah.
See,
Wow,
you
there's
gotta
some
do it the
people in the
way
chat that have
when
been
my
married
husband and
for.
You
it
drive that
started,
kind of car? I'm out.
we had nothing. So it's good to start when you both have nothing. Like no house, no cars. You know what I mean? Like that was
Okay,
the
ladies.
best starting position.
Oh, I do
for
have a house
us.
and a car.
Yeah.
Now we have a house and a car, but
Wait,
together.
Right. But I have that already, so I need to get a prenup.
when
At
you
least
start your
I think my name's on the title and the
when you
deed.
You
start
better
I'm
your
not
check.
furniture
sure.
collection with a cinder block collection, like a board.
It's
Oh
probably
yeah.
easy
A
for my
TV
husband.
stand.
I don't have a
Hasn't
job, so I don't sign
hasn't
on anything. I
every
have no
person,
income.
like without exception, hasn't every person had the cinder blocks with boards as their shelves? Like I think
Yeah.
every person on earth has ever had that.
When we got our first
We-
apartment together, we had, I mean it, nothing. No TV, we had no bed, we had no pots and pans, absolutely nothing. We slept on the floor for like a week while we waited to have enough money to purchase a mattress. And when we bought the mattress, we had to wait a few weeks to purchase the bed frame to go
Oh
with
wow,
it.
that's
Like,
funny.
yeah, we literally started with nothing. So we put that for richer, for poorer, to the
Yeah,
test because
the
we started very poor.
milk crates are wonderful.
Yep, we used our lawn chairs. We went to uh Walmart and we just bought cheap
What's
shit, like a cheap little bookshelf.
well,
Then
what's
we
great
stepped up
about it?
from Walmart to IKEA. We bought a lot of IKEA furniture, which we
How
still have
many
to this day.
how many parts did
What's
you have
great
left
about
over
a
on the
milk
IKEA
crate
furniture?
is you can haul your stuff in it too, so it's easy to move. You like flip it
Yeah.
over, put your board on it, and
Yep,
you
I
set
had
your stuff out. And then when
I had
you're
a
ready
milk
to
crate. I
move, you
had an
stack
orange
them
one.
up and
I remember
We
I
have
sold one of the first things I sold on eBay, which I wish I never did, but I did. At the time I needed it. It was 1996. I sold all my D&D stuff for $500.
Hurts my soul.
Half of that was the what was that book, The Fiend Folio, the one that had Cthulhu in it. That was the wrong, that was not allowed. It was part of that. Anyway, that was all in a milk crate. I had it all in a milk crate.
Even though Cthulhu is in the public domain now.
Now it is, but not, back then it was a big. Remember they got in trouble. Remember?
Oh
I have
yeah.
the big milk crates from Germany. The they're big. They're a little bit bigger than the ones from here.
Dude, yeah, milk crates are awesome. When I was a kid, my dad built us like platform beds where you like stack a bunch of milk crate or line them up and you put plywood on top of that and then you put your mattress on top. That was my bed when I was a kid. It was on top of milk crates. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I grew up poor as fuck.
What?
We had a
Somebody's selling a
milk crate
pre-owned
bookshelf.
Dungeon Master a monster manual from first edition for $1,000 fucking. What the fuck?
No, they're not selling it. They're trying to sell it. If
Yeah,
they're selling
exactly.
it,
No
then
one's
it
gonna
wouldn't be
fucking pay
theirs.
$1,000 for that. But that Fiend Folio, I sold it in 1996 for $250. What do you think it's worth now? Not the fake one.
Mine didn't have the cover on it, and it's missing like 4
Mine was
pages.
in mint condition. Oh, see, this is not in mint. But you gotta
I'm
be
so
careful
jealous.
because somebody will try to sell you the one that's 128 pages. Hey, kitty, that's not for you. That's right. You better run, pussy.
I used to love the old Unearthed
Literally.
Canna,
Yeah,
the
literally.
original one.
Not this
Where you-
online bullshit they do nowadays. We don't even get splat books for it. Watsy doesn't even really do that many splat books anymore.
This guy's selling this for $166. That's kind of low. But I guess maybe it, it's supply and demand. It is what it is. Oh, it's got a stamp in it. People don't like it. Oh, $350. That's funny.
Rob's going down the eBay rabbit hole.
Yeah. It's like IMDb. You'll be here forever unless you just close it. Fucking.
I don't even have an eBay
Wikipedia.
account.
Me either.
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Yeah, I go down Wikipedia rabbit holes a lot.
Oh.
I go down the.
I think there's a way to do it. It's probably
Facebook.
super involved, but I
Also,
think I could go
YouTube,
back.
yep.
You can get
The
all the
short
eBay auctions you've ever
form.
done and download it, and then I can go look and see what that was.
YouTube is so good at it. It's like, here's the next video. Do you want to watch? Would you like to know more? That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. We suggest this.
I've seen that movie. Aren't you guys proud of me?
Which one?
What's it called? Something Troopers. Starship Troopers.
Starship
Spaceship
Troopers.
Troopers. Something like that. Yeah.
Starship
I've seen that.
Troopers.
I saw
Where,
that.
where the TV ads are like, would you like to know more? I've seen that movie with the space bugs.
Yeah. I watched it back in the day, whenever it was, 1996 or whatever. I don't remember. And then I started watching it like 2 weeks ago, and I watched only the first. Like the very first thing in the movie is like a commercial, right? Or like they're recruiting you.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
then
yeah.
I got to like the classroom scene, and then I stopped. I haven't gone back to it yet, but
We watched it recently, but I had seen it before. My recent viewing of it.
yeah.
I think I saw it when I was in like high school. I think it came out when I was in high school. What year did
How
it come
dare
out?
you. So young, Robin. You're so young. Oh my God.
What year did it come out?
97 maybe something.
Okay, no, I wasn't. I was a kid when it came out. I wasn't even in high school. It came out in 97. Oh my God. How old was I? I was 9 years
You were
old.
10. Yeah, 9. You were 9. It came out November 97.
There's 3 of them, Gorby Doll? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
you-
one's the only good
Yeah,
one.
you
though, I
don't
think.
need to.
I've
you-
only
you-
seen
you
the
don't
first
need to.
one.
Yeah.
Let the
you
record
did
show.
I think the other 2 were like straight to video kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Like The Little Mermaid 2. Direct to video.
It's a whole
VHS.
new world. So,
That's Aladdin. Oh my God,
I know.
Rob.
No, it is. It is. I'm just
Okay,
doing.
okay.
I was just. My mind was going. What other movies have they done direct to video?
Oh, yeah.
I know the difference between Aladdin and Starship Troopers. So,
The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid. I was mad. I took my girlfriend to see The Little Mermaid in 1987.
Kiss the girl.
I was 21. She was 18. We went to the movie, and The Little Mermaid is 69 minutes. It's 1 hour and 9 minutes. And I felt ripped off. I was like, that's it? That's a TV show. That's not a movie. And I was mad. But then I forgave the movie because I laughed so hard. She's got legs. Jeez, man. That made me laugh so hard. And then
I loved The Little Mermaid when I was
I'm not
a
an
kid.
animated fan. I don't like animated movies. I
I
don't.
love animated movies.
Although I do love like South Park and Family Guy. I love animated
Go to
irreverent
the
comedies. where they-
movies to see an animated
Right.
movie for
I
some
can't.
reason.
I can't.
don't know.
I like it.
I feel
I
like
like it.
I like
I
it.
feel like I should have
I'm a
kids
kid,
with
basically,
me if I
though.
do that.
Fury, are you gonna
Yes,
weigh in on
you
it?
just gotta like in your mind not grow up like me. Like I've literally not grown up, so I'm
Right.
just a kid.
You would
trapped
think
in
I'd be
an
all over
adult's
these
body.
animated
You could
movies.
just go to the movie theater in your pajamas and be like,
I sure
"Yeah."
would. In fact, I went and saw one of the Harry
fuck?
Potter movies.
$230.
Midnight release. I went in my pajamas.
Get the fuck
I
out
don't
of
give
here.
a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. When
I
I, go
leave
to
my house in my
Denver, you know what
slippers
I'm
all the
gonna
time,
wear
but I don't-
all the
I don't-
time? Sweatpants, because that's how I
Sweatpants.
live my life.
That's how I do. That's what I do now.
That's how I do.
You know, I'm gonna have to find my sweatpants.
What do you
Or
Or
wear?
pajamas. I'm gonna wear pajamas.
I wear
and
shorts
sweatpants.
and flip flops. I live in South Florida.
He lives in
Oh,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah, you might want to buy a pair of sweatpants before you go to Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta find some sweatpants. I think I have some.
Just go to you have like a Ross or Target. Target makes really good sweatpants. Like for
Oh,
the money that
I
you
have
can
some.
Like
I
they're
visit my
very
mom in Georgia.
affordable.
I have to have some. I got
Mm.
some. I just got to get them out of the closet.
I like Target for sweatpants, but t-shirts, like casual wear t-shirts at Walmart are surprisingly really good. They have a lot of
It's
like
usually
pop culture type t-shirts. You can
there's
get
a
D&D
Walmart
t-shirts at
here. I don't.
Walmart.
The Target is too far of a drive. I don't have
Target,
much
that's
that
what we
far.
call it too.
I'm not driving all
It's
the way down
French.
there.
It's French, it's Target. It's Walmart for people with a little bit more money.
Sometimes you can find good sweatpants at Sam's too, but sometimes.
Like Sam's Club?
Yeah,
This
because it's
Xfinity
Walmart. It's
website is
same.
the
I didn't know
fucking
they
worst
sold
website
clothes
on
at
the
Sam's
planet Earth.
Club.
Yes, some clothes.
My mom works at Walmart. She's like a manager, something, something. She used to be a regional manager, but she actually took a demotion when she moved to Chicago. But anyways, my mom gets a discount and free Sam's Club memberships, so we can go to Sam's Club. I just have to like steal my mom's little card to go there. And then I get like 10% off everything. It's awesome. It pays for basically sales tax.
I'm looking to see why
Basically.
Yeah.
my cable bill should
Sales
be
tax here is like
209
9% something. It's
and it's
stupid.
230. So why does it cost $21 more? What happened? I'm looking at
You
you guys.
got that porno. You
Is
were
that what it
watching
was?
porn or something.
Must
Oh,
be.
sales tax in Chicago is 10.25%. It's not even
Are you
under
shitting me?
10%, and I'm not shitting you.
Oh, that's the first I've heard of it over 10%.
Don't even get me started on property taxes because our property taxes went up again. Do
Yeah,
you know how
of
much my
course.
property taxes are this year? $9,000 for our basic ass house in a basic
Wow.
ass suburb. $9,000 a year. I love
Robin, you're
it
going to be
so
very
much.
mad when you find out what I paid for
No, I know. We've talked about this before. Everybody has less property taxes than me. I'm aware.
So my property taxes for 2023, $823.
Fuck off. Please don't
And
put that.
no personal income tax either. Washington residents do not pay state income tax.
Yeah, I think we don't have state income tax. I could be wrong. I don't know because I don't have an income and my husband does our taxes. So I don't know. But I think we don't have state income taxes here in Illinois. I'm not
It's
sure.
Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. Not
Let me
Illinois.
rephrase that. I do have an income. It's just so insignificant that I don't pay taxes because I make like maybe $1,000 or $2,000 a year doing fantasy grounds things. Tops.
All right, I'm gonna see this PDF for my bill. What the fuck?
Yeah, Texas I know
God
has really
damn it.
high property tax. Hawaii has crazy property taxes. California, obviously. I'm
Florida?
surprised yours are so low. Oh yeah, Florida. I'm surprised Rob's are so low because he lives in Washington.
I get disabled. I think I get
Oh,
I get a
also
60.
you live on the
but
shitty side of Washington too.
hey, how
so.
dare you? No, my
can't
property
imagine that
taxes would
Hawaii
be,
should
if
have
I
high
didn't get a
property
discount, they'd be about low twos.
Yeah, that's still nice. I want that. I don't understand why our property taxes are so high because I thought property taxes is supposed to be like you know, based on like how much property you have and how nice your house is. We live literally, you guys, in the most basic ass cookie cutter house, standard average size. There's nothing crazy about our house. We don't live in a 5,000 square foot mansion. You know what I mean? It's normal, a normal family home. And our property taxes are fucking stupid. We don't even live in Chicago. We live way the fuck outside of Chicago, way out in the burbs. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Every
Oh,
house
NFL
on the
red
block
zone.
looks the
Okay,
fucking
fine.
same. They're all like 3 different shades of off-white. Like, there's nothing special about my house. I don't get it. Yeah, our school district is really nice though, so I will say that our property taxes at least are doing something.
Oh, I did pay $1 to see Jennifer Lawrence naked. That's right. No hard feelings. That's not why.
Oh
I did it.
yeah.
Not
I
why
agree,
did it.
Caesar. Like as soon as our kids are grown, we're
Alright.
selling this house. Cause A, we don't need this house after our kids are grown. This house is way too fucking big. B, I hate 2-floor houses. I want one single floor. I don't want to deal with stairs. I mean, if there's a basement, that's whatever. But like, I want all the bedrooms to be on the same floor as kitchen, living room, that kind of thing. And yeah, so we're gonna sell this house, buy a little, like maybe 2-bedroom something in Kansas City where the property taxes are better, and retire there. That's where we're gonna retire. I don't give a shit where my kids are going to college.
Missouri
They
side
can
or
sort that out on their
Kansas
own.
side?
Probably the Missouri side because it's cheaper. The Kansas side is where like all the affluent parts I was telling you
Oh,
about.
that's the Overland Park and all that.
It's
Yeah.
that's all on the Kansas side. Like Lenexa, Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas. Those places are expensive. That's where the rich people, I mean, literally like rich people live there.
Yeah.
And on the Missouri side, it's much more like normal, you know, whatever you want to call that, like middle class and
gasoline
lower.
is over the last 20, 25 years has also been cheaper in Missouri, big time. Like
Yeah.
you'll find, like if you're driving around, you won't pay as much.
Yeah. I can't fucking wait to move back there.
Oklahoma.
Everything's within like 30 minutes. There's like an IKEA, there's Walmart, Target, like everything you need within 30 minutes. Like Kansas City is laid out so well, and the way that their highway works, you know, like the major roads and stuff. I don't know. It's just amazing. And I love it and I miss it so much cuz like these are the things that you don't think about when you're living there until you move somewhere else. You're like, "Wow, it takes me an hour and a half to get into Chicago when it should only take like maybe 45 minutes based on how distance, right?
Yeah.
But it takes an hour and a half to get there because the roads are so bad. The traffic is terrible. Or you can either take the tollway or not take the tollway. Do you want to save money or spend more money on the gas that you're you know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
just
It's so funny.
poorly done.
When you live in a town where traffic is shit, like for example, Los Angeles, we used to joke because, like, say you had to be somewhere at 6 p.m. You could leave at 4 p.m. and get there at 6 p.m.
Yes,
Or
that's
you could
LA
leave at
for
2
sure.
p.m. and get there at 6 p.m.
Yep, that is the
You're
truth.
gonna get there at the same time. It's just,
Yep.
do you want to drive for 2 hours or 4 hours based on
Yep.
like how the volume of traffic? Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Yep.
I used to try to do everything I could in the middle of the night in Los Angeles. I
Mm-hmm.
would drive places at 1 in the morning because there was no traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made the mistake of taking our children to the zoo in Chicago. There's a big zoo. We decided we would take them during Christmas time to see the Christmas lights at the zoo because they're beautiful. You know, it's a thing you should see if you ever come to Chicago is see the Christmas lights at the zoo. But anyways, so we get there. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The lights aren't on yet. The zoo is dead empty. I shit you not. This place was like a fucking ghost town. So we're walking around, we're seeing all the animals. Cool. Sun goes down, lights come on. This place was crowded, elbow to elbow. I've never been around so many people in my life. And like my mom was with us. It was me, my husband, I think, was with us, and one of my brothers, and all of our children. Like my brother has children, I have children, right? And we're like literally clutching our kids' hands because people are just like cutting in between you and, you know, like bum rushing and shoving. And I
Yeah.
was so afraid that I was going to lose my toddler in this fucking nightmare of crowd. Anyways, it's cold as fuck because it's December, and we were just trying to leave because we had seen the lights, we had been there for a while, and this place is fucking crowded. And so we're leaving before the zoo is even closed. It took us an hour to get out of just downtown Chicago. Like traffic was so bad, it was horrific. Like the most horrible outing I've ever had with my children. We were grumpy, we're like pissed off because the experience was so bad. It was terrible. Yeah, didn't like it. Do not recommend. But the lights were awesome.
Do not recommend.
Do not recommend.
Do not recommend.
It shouldn't
Yeah.
take you an hour to go 6 blocks outside of Chicago. I'm just saying.
My plan, Rob, is I'm gonna fly into Chicago, either O'Hare or Love Field, and I'll fly over the zoo and see the lights, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Just see it from a distance.
Yeah.
But don't drive. Like, so there's Metra, which is like it's not a light rail, but it's some kind of like train trolley thing. I don't know what you would consider it. In California, we have the light rail in Sacramento, right? But the Metra system here is not a light rail. It's like
It's the
actually
L,
a
right?
train.
Isn't it the L?
Yeah, it's like an L train.
The
Yeah,
L
I don't know
bridge.
what it's called. Um, And so we can actually take that from where we live in Antioch to go downtown. And so like the next time we decide on like a downtown trip, we're just gonna take the train because it would
Yeah.
be easier than
dumps you right
actually
off. Yeah,
driving
the
down
L.
there. Yeah.
It's called
Here they call it the Metra, Metra. That's what it's called now.
I want to take the
But it comes
bright
all the
line.
way out to the suburbs where we live. We live like an hour away from Chicago, and we can catch the
We have that
Metra.
brand new private train now in Florida, Brightline. I want to check it out. Comes right by here. Wow.
Yeah.
Metra might be the name of the company.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know the trains all say Metra on the side of them. So, and you can take it all the way to like the Amtrak station
Yeah,
in Chicago.
Here's the whole thing. Everything. Metra. So yep.
So yeah, that's what I would do if I wanted to go to Chicago again, like go into the city to go, I don't know, to the aquarium or whatever the fuck else is down there.
Or the
There's
big
tons of
bean.
shit down there. Yeah. I would just take the
silver
Metra
bean.
and then walk around downtown. I think that would be significantly easier than driving around downtown. I refuse to drive downtown Chicago
Have you ever
anymore.
gone up in the Sears Tower or whatever it's called now and put your head
I
like
have
Ferris Bueller?
not.
Yeah, I did that.
No,
That's
I
fucking
am
freaky, man.
the only real fear I have in life. I am horrifically terrified of heights, so I don't do that kind of shit.
We went
So
to
If I'm in a skyscraper, I cannot look out the windows. I will like have a panic attack. I will die probably.
how did
Just
you do the repelling tower? Did you freak
I
out?
got yelled at a lot until I did it. So
so the thing for me is I can go up in the Space Needle or the Willis Tower, or I can do any of that. I can go to the highest building. Doesn't bother me at all. But not even a little bit. But the second step of a ladder scares the living fuck out of me.
yeah, I don't like
because
ladders.
that could topple over. The building I know is not going to topple over. And if it does topple over, it's because of a major earthquake or whatever, and everyone's dead anyway. So what I'm going to do? But on a ladder, it's like, oh my god, I can't. Somebody better hold. I need 3 people to hold this ladder.
Yeah, I'll spot you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You spot me. But yeah,
Yeah,
I went
you know,
up.
like
I did the Ferris Bueller thing, which by the way, they do not like when you do. They came and ran at me, and I got in big trouble. And when was I there? I was there in 90. I was there in 94, maybe.
Just looking up at them makes me like nauseous.
No, but
like,
it was
looking up at the
amazing. It's amazing
skyscrapers.
because when you stand up on that rail and put your forehead to the glass like they did in the movie, your vision is just the city, and there's like you're floating in the air. It's pretty fucking amazing.
I can't do that. I would be
I think
terrified.
I would
Just
be-
thinking about it makes my heart race.
I might be queasy on one of those bridges in China that are clear bridges where the floor is
Ooh,
clear.
fuck that.
Yeah. I don't think so. Robin, I'm going to drag you. Come on, Robin, I'm dragging you.
No,
Come on.
I will not do
Yeah.
it. I will not do it.
Like if I'm up in a building, I'm fine. But like if I get to the edge or something, I don't like that. So
Yeah. I don't like driving over bridges. Like a bridge
No,
over
I
a
do
river.
not. No,
Like that shit
I don't
terrifies
like,
me.
No, I don't like that either. I don't like it. I was just talking about that on. Oh, see this, Robin? See this?
wow, yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah, I would never do that.
There you
I
go.
would never. You cannot pay me enough money to do that. Like you could say, I will give you $10,000. I will not do it. I will not.
Don't see the
All right,
point
let's
in
talk
it,
about
right?
what about
Like,
$100,000? I bet you. would
No,
do
I would not do it.
it. What about $1 million?
You could give me all the money in the world. I would not do it.
So you say that
Because
until you see
I
a
would-
briefcase with all the
no.
money.
Bro, I would die of a panic attack. Like for
Yeah,
real.
but then
I'm
10
so
minutes
afraid
later,
of
you're fine.
heights. No, I could not do it. I could not do it. You know those carnival rides that like you go straight up and it just drops you down?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend tried to give me like $200 to go on one with her once, and I was like, nope.
Yeah,
I will not do
everyone
it.
people
But
the mighty
$200.
Agawa
That's...
250-foot towers.
Yeah, they call them like the death drop or whatever. Yeah, fuck that. You know why? Because I've seen the videos on YouTube where the conductor of the ride is like, okay, we're gonna go in 1, 2, and then he drops you.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit. Do it for Messi. No, I don't think Messi. I think Messi likes roller coasters. Like he would do roller coasters, and you might be able to convince me to ride a roller coaster, maybe, because I don't know. I think I could do
I
a
get
roller
motion
coaster.
sickness too easy. I can't do
But
any
yeah,
of
I
that.
can't. I can't do like the glass tower thing up on a skyscraper. I couldn't do it. I've
Well,
gone
I'll do the
ziplining
petting
before. That's
zoo.
Robin, I don't know if you
terrifying.
know this, but we're going to be at 9,100 feet.
I cried when I went on a zip line.
Y-
Like literally cried. I was pouring tears when I landed at the end. I was just fucking bawling.
Where
It
were
was so
you?
Scary.
What part of the
It
world?
didn't
It was
like
up
do anything for
in
me.
Lake Oroville in California. They have like a zip line course that you can do up there. And I was like 18 years old, maybe 19. I was young. And yeah, I fucking bawled my eyes out in front of like a bajillion other of my peers that were there. Yeah, I went on a zip
Oh, I'm
line
sure
because I had no
Celestian, based
choice.
on
And
everything
I
she said,
fucking
I'm sure she's
cried.
fine with bungeeing off a bridge. I'm sure that's fine.
I would never do that. Nope.
Oh no way!
I
No.
will never jump out of an airplane either. Nope. Pass.
Many
You
of you
know,
guys probably never saw this, but there was a New Balance commercial. You know, it aired during a Super Bowl. It only aired once, and they pulled it. But it was two people bungee jumping off of a bridge. One of them was wearing New Balance, and one of them was wearing Nike. And when the bungee cords came back, the Nike shoes were empty.
What the
And
fuck?
so they were like, New Balance, you know, for better safety or whatever. And they got in fucking trouble. But it did air. You know, millions of people saw it. I wonder if that's on YouTube. Let's see if it is.
That's very
fucked
bad
up.
taste.
It was very fucked up. Band.
Messi's ordering us some anniversary Taco Bell.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have some Taco Bell here in a few.
Oh, is this it? Oh my god.
We went out to eat today. We took our kids shopping.
Oh no, this
Taco Bell here is like 1 mile away, so I would never order it.
We get it on occasion. I like Taco
On
Bell.
September
Yeah, it's not that
15th,
far from
Yeah,
our house.
Nike created a
I
revolutionary
would
new
just go
basketball
through the
shoe.
drive-thru real quick.
Oh
On
yeah.
October
No, we're
18th,
too lazy for all
the
that.
NBA
I mean,
threw
it's
them out
like
of the
one
game.
traffic light.
Yeah, ours is not
Fortunately,
that far either. It's
the
yeah, like a
NBA
3-minute
can't
drive.
stop you from wearing them. Air Jordans.
We have to leave the neighborhood
Nike.
and then go hit the surface streets.
That's not it.
And then it's like right there, right in town. We live in a really like small town, so to speak, for like the greater Chicago area. Cause like the suburbs, like when you get out here in the suburbs, everything's like a village. That's what it's called, like the village. We
Oh
live
my
in
god.
the village of
It was
Antioch.
Reebok. Here it is. This is it.
We don't have that many fast food options.
Oh my god, they have it. Watch this, you guys. This holy shit. This aired during a Super Bowl. This is probably 3 years ago. Oh yeah, the pump. If you don't have pump,
Is that like a budget Tom Cruise? Does that guy look kind of like Tom Cruise?
I don't know. Reebok versus Nike. These guys bungee jump off the thing.
Well, first of all,
Oh
that's
my
not where
God.
bungee things normally get attached, is it?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I thought it was around their waist.
Oh god, that'd rip you in half.
Oh, I don't know. What do I know? I've never been bungee jumping.
The pump from Reebok. It fits a little better than your ordinary.
Oh
athletic
my
shoe.
god, can you believe they actually did?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was immediately pulled.
The pump. Reebok.
Yeah, I just remember seeing that and thinking, holy fuck. That one had a big impact on me. There was another commercial, probably in 1991.
I
This
love
was
the
at-
band Skittles commercial. Have you seen that one? The band Taste the Rainbow commercial?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, I
So-
gotta find you a link.
Find me a link. So, this was at the height of AOL. AOL used to be an online popular. Anyway, so there was a period of time for about a year where you'd call AOL and it would be a busy dial tone. You couldn't hook up.
You know, this might be inappropriate for Twitch. You might not be able to show it on Twitch.
Okay. So the commercial, the Super Bowl commercial was 55 seconds. And try and just stare at something for 55 seconds. That's a long time of just a black screen with a dial tone. And then the last 5 seconds of the commercial was net zero. We're not busy. And the number. And it had such an effect on me.
You have to watch it. I linked it to you, but I
I'll
wouldn't show it on
I'll
stream.
put the slides on. What about the sound? Is it?
Yeah, no.
Oh no, we can't. Okay, all right then. I'll watch that later. Holy God, that's got to be a foreign commercial. That can't be from the United States.
I'm pretty sure it is, but yes, obviously it's banned in the US for good reason. I mean, not
think I've seen
necessarily
that,
good reason, but it is the best Skittles commercial. Oh yeah, I could probably share the link in chat.
Yeah, it tastes the rainbow.
Look, I'm gonna preface this with adult content, not safe for work, and don't watch it around your children. Okay?
Okay.
Hey.
That's it. Well, we've been going for. By the way, Fury bowed out. If you didn't see that, she did. We've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, bridges I don't want to go over. Okay, I'll look at that. Actually, let me go back to the slides so I can talk about. Guys, you should come watch our shows every day, not just Sundays. Saturdays we have Dragonlance and we have Against the Giants.
The rainbow.
And Wednesday we have Solasta or Baldur's Gate 3. And Sunday we have this show and we give away prizes. So there you go.
Woot.
And I'm gonna end it. Yeah, good show. I'm gonna end it so I can go get maybe some food to eat. And oh my God, no way that was a real commercial. Yeah, you'd be surprised, Caesar. You'd be surprised at what makes it on television outside the United States. If you do if you go on a hunt, you can find some really outrageous. I mean, commercials that even maybe they show nudity or they say the C word in the commercial. I mean, you can find some really crazy stuff. It's awesome. Yes. This must be one of them. And remember that some products, for example, Skittles, they're sold outside the United States.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. But based on the first 2 seconds of the video that I saw real quick, I can only imagine what Taste the Rainbow is referring to. I can't wait to see it.
It's excellent.
It's exactly what you think it is, I'm sure.
It's even better than you think it is.
Taste the rainbow, everybody.
It is the best band commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It makes you want to have some Skittles.
I know, right? Taste the rainbow.
I want to have some Skittles, and I haven't even seen the commercial yet. I still want to have it.
Yeah, hey, that's what I said, Corbin. I wanted to make sure everyone understood it is definitely not safe for work, not safe for children.
Not safe for whites.
Not even the sound clip.
Yeah, definitely don't listen to the sound if your children are around or whatever, watch with caution. That's all.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down, you guys. Thank you to everyone for watching. If you're a person who's watching this on YouTube, first of all, why? Why did you watch an over 2 hour video? How did you do that on YouTube? Nobody does that. YouTube, basically, Drake and I have decided that YouTube is just for us to watch our own videos like 20 years from now. It's just a storage area.
Yeah.
Kitty, get down. I thought you were the good one. Kirk, you're supposed to be the good one. Oh, disappointing. She was in my inbox. Not supposed to be in the inbox. You're not an inbox, Kitty. It's not really an inbox, but that's what I called it for you guys to get an image.
Wait, what, Caesar?
You don't fit the link on UTV. What?
There's
Caesar's...
another one with the same guy from the Skittles commercial? There is. I've never seen this one.
Now I'm going to have to click on that and open that too.
I don't know how to work Pinterest.
Oh, it is the same guy. I'm watching it without the sound. Very upsetting. I need to stop. Oh, Robin, it is not what I thought it was, but it's even better, like Drake said, than I thought.
Oh, the band one.
Yeah, where he
Mm-hmm.
gives her Skittles. You follow me? Yeah. I don't do that. I don't. I wish I did that. I wish Skittles came out. Then I'd just never leave the house.
I'm watching the one Celestian linked. What the fuck? This is so weird.
Yeah, it's the same. It must be a continuation. It's the same actors. It's the same woman as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well, she got pregnant with the Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh no!
This is so disturbing.
Oh no! And these people. So let me get this straight. These people are like, here, this will sell Skittles. I mean, you might get people to talk about it, but I'm not buying it because of that.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
That's funny. That is funny. Banned Skittles commercial.
Oh, it's a Reese's commercial. What the fuck? Yeah, the second one was for Reese's Pieces.
Oh. Wait, so Skittles makes you pregnant with Reese's? I don't get it. I don't understand. All right, enough of that.
I don't get it either.
We gotta end it. We gotta go. We gotta end
This is insane. Thank you for the link, Celestian.
All right.
I don't like Reese's Pieces.
Adults. I like Reese's Pieces.
I mean,
I
if I'm gonna
when-
eat something
when
that's
E.T.
gonna be that, it's just gonna be Reese's Pieces.
When E.T.
or
was
Reese's
in
peanut butter cup.
Yeah,
when,
I like
when
the cups.
E.T. was in production in 1981, the movie came out in 82. Steven Spielberg went to M&M's and said, "Hey, can I use M&M's?" And they were like, "We don't want M&M's affiliated with your crazy, stupid alien movie." And what a fucking move they made on that one, wasn't it, folks? Reese's Pieces.
I was dumb.
Yep. I can't believe E.T. was 41 years ago. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right.
Oh, no.
E.T. Phone Home. We're going to end the show, everybody. So good gaming, everyone.